Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as a very, very rare Thursday afternoon game here for ICC football as we're on the road with the Indians this afternoon here in Mississippi Delta. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, and Dr. Brad Boggs getting set to bring you this action. And guys, CBS Game of the Week feel here, getting a 2:30 kickoff in the Delta.
The only game on the day, Brad, and we're glad to be here, glad to travel with the team. Hope to get a victory today. Looking forward to a game. Beautiful weather here today. Got a few of the ICC fans are arriving here late. And as Adam mentioned, a 2:30 game on Thursday. Mississippi Delta homecoming. Glad to be here.
Yeah, and one reason, Mr. Ingram, is I know everybody is finally tuned into our broadcast, and that's it is a 2:30 Thursday, and they're waiting to hear from us, and I don't blame them. So we will hopefully have a good game here, and I think we will today. Like you say, beautiful weather, fantastic weather. Matter of fact, as far as there is a good breeze blowing outside out there, so wind could play into this a little bit. But again, as far as sunshine, you couldn't ask for a better day. Everything looks good. I know Mississippi Delta's done a fantastic job. Today's their homecoming. So they're here to celebrate their homecoming, and they've done a fantastic job of putting together a great atmosphere today here to welcome us in. So appreciate them and all that they've done to welcome us in. Just looking forward to a great matchup today.
Absolutely. When we come back with the Davis Ford pregame show, we're going to step inside Coach's Corner as Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Coach Sean Cannon to talk about this afternoon's matchup here against the Trojans of Delta. We'll take a break and be back with that interview right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We are now joined by head coach Sean Cannon. Coach, a little different atmosphere we're going to have this week with a 2:30 kick over in Moorhead. Just first off, let's talk about the challenges of a Thursday 2:30 kickoff. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know if played plenty of Saturday games at that time, but never on a Thursday. We don't even go out that early to practice. We don't start till 3:30 every day, and so you got to speed your clock up a little bit, your body clock. You got to get a little more preparation. Starting a little bit earlier because most of the time you eat at that time. Then you got about 4 hours before you go out for a 6:30 kick. Now we got to eat at 10:30 and get off campus before 8, and it's a little different. And I told the kids that's going to be sun the whole time, and but the positive thing is we do get early start, and we hopefully get home before the sun goes down.
All right, well, let's talk about this Delta team. They always play us tough, whether it's here or there. Whenever they strap up against us, we pretty much going to get their best game. So let's talk about this Delta team, what some of the challenges they are. I know they have a linebacker who's one of the best in the state as far as tackles. So just talk about them and what challenges they are going to present for us.
Yeah, you look at their scores, and their scores are a little deceiving because they played really good at home. We were going back looking at the Colin game, and they were up 7-3 with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. They're going to play well at home. They always have. I remember back in, I think, 17 or 18. I think it was 18. We go over there, had our bus break down, and we jump up on them 21-0, and they come back. And it's always been a battle. And that's the thing I told the kids. I said, they always get up and play at Awamba. We've always been their homecoming. I think since I've been here, we've always played. When we've had to go over there, we've always been their homecoming, and so they're always play you hard, and get after you and everything, and I think that their homecoming game is trying to probably pack the stands a little bit more in that afternoon time, and and so it's different, it's different, and a lot of our kids are not from that area and hadn't been over that way, and so you got a long bus trip, got to get out here, early Thursday morning and get on the road, and so a lot of things working against you, but it's another opportunity to go out and try to win a ball game.
Okay, well now it is a familiar place for our sophomores. They did go there last year, of course. So talk about getting your guys ready for back-to-back road games. This is the first time we've done that this season as well. Talk about getting their mindset right for that.
Yeah, hopefully it was come old hat now. We made the, and it's not a bad trip. That's one thing. It's not a bad trip to get down there and, and this will be the last, Thursday the kids will miss class, and everything. And so we've kind of had to, move our breakfast time up from normal 7 to 7:30. Now we got to eat at 6:45 because we got to get down there and get the buses loaded and get out of here by 8. And so you got to go to bed a little early, Wednesday night and get you a little more rest. And I know the kids will kind of rest coming back down on the road, but. Once you get off to eat, and then you got to start speeding your game time up, and that's one of the different challenges, I think about all the time, those Big Ten games that come on at 11 every day. They're used to getting up and eating pregame at 7 and having that part of it, but, this is a little different this time, and so we definitely can't get off the bus and be sleepwalking for sure.
Okay, well let's talk about offensive side of the ball this week. Had a lot of running backs get a lot of carries. We've had some big plays by our wide receivers, and big guys stepping up at a lot of positions. Let's talk a little bit about that offense and what you're looking to get accomplished this week against Mississippi Delta.
Yeah, you go back and look at last week's ball game. We had our opportunities early. We go down and put 10 points on the board, and driving back down again, and Sanger goes out there on that catch on the sideline there on about the 3, and then Carson the next play gets hurt, and it's been tough on us to play with consistency, but I really do think that a lot of kids are coming into their own, and it's when you don't have a lot of continuity, when you have guys go out and guys come back and guys go back out again, it's hard to get the continuity of the timing that you need offensively, but I was real proud of Sangren last week. I thought Azaria did some good things in the passing game, and Watts and Brooks, are steady Eddies for us there in the run game, and but we've lost Traylon Oliver for a couple weeks there, and hopefully trying to get him back, and then we've got a few guys banged up on the O-line, and so but you can't sit there and dwell on what you don't have. You got to have the next man up mentality to some guys get back well, and that's the thing that's hard at our level. We don't have 3 deep at every position. Some positions only have one person. You go back and look at the first week when Price goes out. We had to have a guy that basically is not really a punter come in and punt for us. And so you have starters and backups for a reason. And when you lose quality guys that it's either played a lot for you or it's hard. And so but I think our kids have kind of understood that now, that you're going to have some things happen to you during the year that some things are out of your control, and so you got to have the next man up mentality, and that's the thing as a coach. You would hope that your younger guys that are, this is week 5. You go back to 3 weeks of preseason. This is almost week 8, and you hope guys start learning to step up, and we've seen a few of the young guys do that. Some of them are still. They're not ready to get in and help us right now, and that's just a part of the maturity process they got to have, and but I think we've shown that when all of our, if you say all of our bullets are in the chamber, we're not a bad offense. But when you have, you have to, pick up and move this guy here and there, and it's hard on you. But we just got to do the best we can and try to make our plays. But Delta creates a lot of problems, play a lot of man coverage, and we got to win some one-on-ones and get them to back off a little bit, and so. Hopefully we'll do that and have some good things go our way and have some good breaks and, be able to put some points on the board this week.
Okay, now Delta, they, from looking at their offensive stats there, they can move the ball pretty well through the air with their quarterback there. Talk about some of the challenges they're going to prevent for our defense, who has been playing some tough competition already, and how has that got them ready for this week?
Yeah, they played about 3 quarterbacks. Their main guy's number 7, kid out of Northwest Rankin, and he's an athletic guy. They move the pocket. That's one thing they do. Their quarterbacks do not drop straight back. They're either sprinting out, they're bootlegging. They're doing all kind of things that keep him on the run, and when you throw on the run, you have guys that are moving in that direction, and so you got to play really good defense with your eyes this week. You got to move with the quarterback moves, and you got to cover the spots you got to cover, and they're a different team is what we've seen because they pull a lot. Their linemen pull a lot, and they're huge. I mean, they're humongous. They got guys that are 350 to 360. Got a guy even over 400 on the O line, and anytime you get guys that big, it presents a challenge for you when you only have 285 to 290 pound kids and they're 400 pounds in front of you. It's a little bit of a mismatch. And so we got to be able to use our speed, and use our quickness and try to get into gaps where where gaps might not be, but they play a slew of running backs. They play a lot of different receivers. But he's hit some big plays on them. Now they have turned it over a little bit. And that's one thing I've told our kids. We've got to make them keep turning the ball over. Sometimes they'll drop a snap here, they'll throw a pick here, and so we got to make them pay. And then in the kicking game as well, you got to make big plays. They've had some punts run back on them. They've had some punts blocked, and so that's a key to us as well, and basically you got to get up. That's the thing I've challenged this week. We got to get up on this team early because if you let them hang, you let a team hang around and they get confidence, and then you're in for a dogfight, and but like I said, we got a great challenge. We got to go to their place, and that's one of the biggest things we got to do.
All right, Coach. Well, finally, I know you hit on pretty much all these already, but do a quick breakdown here of your Bank Oklahoma keys to victory. Yeah,
if you break down the three phases, what do we have to do offensively? Hold on to the football. Sometimes you turn the ball over. It's not ever good. Sometimes you turn it over and it's okay. Maybe you throw one deep, they catch it inside the 10. Hey, it's just good as a punt. Make them drive the field. But we've got to take advantage of what they give us. Take advantage of what the defense gives the offense. If we get a turnover, we've got to capitalize. If we get a great punt return and great field position, we got to make them pay. Football is looked at differently from a lot of people. People see the score and they're like, well, one team won, one team lost. But you go back and look at the field position a lot of times where people start drives on the 50. Hey, you got the greater percentage of scoring on the 50 than it is on the minus 20, and so, we got to set ourselves up with opportunities to go score and hit big plays. I mean, that's one thing that we've done. When we've hit big plays, it's sparked our team, and that's what we got to have this week. Defensively, it's can't give up points. That's the hardest thing we've not done a good job of keep people out of the end zone, and hopefully we've got some opportunities this week for us to kind of get some confidence in ourselves. And look, I know we've been down for 2 or 3 games, we've not played very well, and that don't help your confidence level as a player. And so hopefully that we can have good things happen to us to get us in the right mindset, and then in the kicking game, it's you got to be really good. You got to cover punts because you always have the opportunity for them to drop a punt. You got to hold your block on kickoff return. Guy gets out of his lane, we can hit a big play, and that's the thing we got to do is we got to capitalize on the things that we set ourselves up with special teams. Because you look at kickoff and punt, that's the first plays of defense, and punt return and kickoff return, first plays of offense. Got to set ourselves up in good position and be ready to go. But hopefully we'll come out with a great victory and be ready to get back home for some home stretches.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us. Best of luck today, and we will be back with more on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB. First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Set text alerts to catch unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. At FANB, you'll get that hometown feel, but with a high-tech touch.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show here from Moorhead, as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick between ICC and Mississippi Delta homecoming here at Mississippi Delta this afternoon. I'm joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by the myth, the man, the legend that is Mr. Jim Ingram, and also the good Dr. Brad Boggs. And guys, we just heard from Coach Sean Cannon talking about his Bank Okolona keys to victory. We get your take on what it's going to take for the Indians to be successful this afternoon.
Adam and Mr. Ingram, kind of what I go back to a lot is this team's got to find a way to build some confidence. And we found the confidence level that we were able to obtain after the Northeast game. But yet, I guess what we keep running into is, and Coach Cannon alluded to some of this, is roadblocks. And we've had some tough injuries where it's prevented us from having the same players on the field to build a consistent offensive groove, if you want to call, as well as even some on the defensive side. But really our offensive groove, we've had trouble getting that together and gelling as a group because, again, we're dealing with injuries, and we've dealt with that again, and here we are coming into this game against Delta, same scenario. We've got injuries, and again, Green will be out. So I think we've got to have the confidence built back up, and we've got to get that confidence level that we've got confidence in ourselves as a team, our play, and what we can do on the field, everything that you take from the practice field here. And let's take that confidence level and let's build on that, and let's build around what we've got and the personnel that we have out there on the field. And again, just eliminating, hopefully, mistakes by having that confidence, that we got confidence in ourselves, that we're going to eliminate mistakes and have as clean of a game as possible. That's what we need. We need a clean game as we can possibly put out there. The things that we can control, have that clean game, Mr. Ingram.
I agree with you, Brad. Confidence is a key word here. We're playing Delta at their homecoming. They play well at home. We need to somehow get started very well tonight, take a lead in the first quarter. If we let them hang around, they're going to get more and more confidence. Their fans are going to get into it, and it might not be a good outcome for us. So I think the first quarter is very key. I think we need to come out playing fast and hard and find a way with the confidence, take a lead and go from there. Delta's a good enough team. You let them hang around on homecoming. They got their home crowd. It could be very difficult.
Bank of Okolona, new name, same great service that North Mississippi has come to know and trust for over 75 years. John Herod and the staff at Bank of Okolona is a proud supporter of ICC athletics and has your keys to victory there through the eyes of Dr. Boggs and Mr. Ingram. We're going to take one more time out, come back with the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your Indians. You're watching ICC football here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah? Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza?
Again.
Harder, readier! Let's go, let's go!
Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza, pizza!
Come on!
Pizza, pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff between your ICC Indians and the homestanding Trojans of Mississippi Delta. As we talked about going into the break, Mr. Jim Ingram will have your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups this afternoon here for ICC.
Thank you, Adam. As we mentioned, we've had some injuries, at quarterback, offensive line, so we got some changes today in our starting lineup. Ray Parker starting, the freshman quarterback from Houston, at quarterback. Jamal Brooks is at running back, Eric Watts at running back, Shamar Sangren, Zay Davis, and Zaria Smith, outstanding wide receivers. That's your 3 wide receivers. Parker Little, who's been our 6th man on the offensive line, starting today at left tackle. Eddie Lewis at left guard, Frank Bean at center, Samarian Tucker at right guard, Quadarius Hodges at the right tackle position. Playing the 3-4 today, Brad. Starting today is Jalen Rush at defensive end along with Chris Rogers. Bush is your nose guard. Thompson, Fairley, Pack, and Oliver, your outstanding linebackers that lead our team in tackles. Justin Davis at cornerback, we're on with Michael Mosley. Your safeties, Wadley and Hobbs. Special teams, Price Nixon, your punter. Last year, kicker, and Wade Cannon, the long snapper.
And that is your starters today here for the ICC Indians, being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. They're a proud supporter of ICC athletics and all the surrounding areas. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Sean Cannon hopes he has that winning combination put together today. We're having the Samstown Market coin toss, as you see there at midfield. For those watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, we do want to remind you, Samstown Market is your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products. They're located on Highway 371 North, or as I like to say, right there in the heart of Manatee. Stop by and see Sam Ferris and all the fine folks there at Samstown Market. Well, guys, if I heard right, ICC won the toss and declined to the second half.
I couldn't hear it good, but I think you're right. I think they deferred, Adam, but I could not tell. We've got 2 minutes left here, so we'll find out here in a minute.
So we're going to sneak in one more quick timeout as we put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show and be back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show and get set for that First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and homestanding Delta. ICC fans, show your school spirit with the First American National Bank's exclusive ICC debit card. Visit famb.bank for more information. So the Indians will be kicking, and I believe the wind today, it's been blowing for the most part left to right, kind of blowing across the field this time. So late in the game, it could be something. I saw the weather where it said wind gust up to 22 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon. Of course, here in the Delta, don't have those hills like we do to break up that wind back home.
No, don't. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful day, though, and of course we are thinking about in the backgrounds of our mind those folks in Florida.
Yes, no doubt about it.
With the hurricane down there, and I know the difficulties they're going through while we're sitting here in this beautiful weather that we're having. I know they're having some difficulties in Florida, so our thoughts go out to them.
Well, the officials break their huddle at midfield. They're going to bring the ball over to ICC, where it'll be Shane Lasher to kick this one away here for this First American National Bank opening kick. Also do want to remind you, if you're looking for your next new or used automobile, look no further than Davis Ford, located at 904 West Main Street, right there in Fulton. You can visit them online at davisfordsales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference. So the Indians getting set to kick this one off to start the contest. As ICC puts the foot into this one, it's going to be a driving kick and taken right about the 10-yard line is where Delta will have it. Big block in the middle of the field, but there's the Indians with nice coverage downfield, and they make the play. Stop is going to be right about the 23-yard line is where Delta will have it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Jermaine Ray came up in there and made a good tackle there on special teams, Mr. Ingram, to get the game started here. So Delta, we're on defense first, ICC, with Delta taking the ball here on the 23, is that right?
Yes, sir, 23-yard line.
All right.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 here for the Trojans. As Brad mentioned there, ball is going to be at the 23-yard line. We do apologize for if there's any break in the broadcast, as the internet is kind of going crazy on us right now. As Delta getting ready to pass, and ICC couldn't get to the quarterback. He's going to tuck and get up the field right about the 39-yard line, and a big start there offensively for the Trojans.
Yeah, defense was able to blow it up the middle there, and they did with our defensive line, and were able to penetrate there, Mr. Ingram, and they did. But the quarterback, like I said, and I know Coach Cannon talked about him, Caleb Parton back there, was able to catch the end there and see that he needed to tuck it and run, did a great job. That's going to get – I thought that was offsides on us.
Low snap and pressure coming on the backside that time by the Indians. Pass falls incomplete, and I'm like you, I thought it was offside for a second, but pass falls incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Delta's got the ball at their own 39. We just kicked off. 14:43 left in the first quarter.
So Delta getting the play call from the sideline. Got 2 receivers here on the near side of the ball. They do have an H-back in there. Now a man in motion. And it's going to be the toss forward to the wingback, if you will, dragging across the middle. That's going to be complete to number 4. That's going to be Cavett. And he moves the chains as he gets across midfield. Let's see where they officially mark it. Actually, no, they're going to say they chased him out of bounds before he got to the 1st down. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 situation. So apparently he stepped out of bounds a little bit sooner than everyone in the stadium thought.
Yeah.
Adam, let's be honest, he helped us out. He had some more yardage, but he went out of bounds thinking he had the 1st down. He did not have it. Big down here, 3rd and 1 for Delta.
Trips on the near side of the field here for the Trojans. It's going to show the quick pass out, a little screen pass, and it's going to be good for the 1st down as he crosses the 50 down to about the 46-yard line is where the Trojans will have it, 1st and 10. just simply executed, needed a yard, got a good 4 out of the play that time.
Well, yeah, great job, too, by the Delta wide receivers blocking out front right there.
And same pretty much play there as they just get that slip screen and another solid pickup. And Delta kind of up in the tempo that time, guys.
Yeah, and you got 3 on this side, or you did. You're running 3 receivers on this side, 2 getting out there and blocking, 1 stepping back and taking that screen pass, 2 out there enough to block enough to get you a good, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards here.
So there'll be a second down and 1 situation. Indians bringing pressure. Pass over the middle is complete. Wide open for the first down as they get the ball out to about the 21-yard line. And the Trojans actually going to mark it to 22. The Trojans picking it up in chunks right now. And that's one thing they said. They can move the ball in the air, and they're proving it so far. So first down and 10. This time they're going to keep it on the ground. ICC ready for it. Minimum pickup of about 3 on the play, but another positive pickup there on first down.
Positive pickup. Great job by the defense there, though, to get in there and close that gap up right there, Mr. Ingram, and prevent them from getting any further. So you got a second down.
About 7, I'd say, 6 or 7.
Well, one says second. The scoreboard says third, so that's the reason why I was confused.
No, it's second down.
Okay.
So we'll be second down. Let's call it a 7 to go. Drops back to pass, wide open, and boy, that was a good play call there by Delta, and ICC dodged a big-time bullet there as that pass just off the fingertips. If he just lobs that one up a little bit more, that's an easy 6.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was your running back coming out of the backfield, and it was kind of a blown coverage. Pack didn't pick him up in time. As you saw, he was wide open, just over 3.
So it'll be a third down and 7 situation now here for Delta. You've got 2 receivers here on the near side, almost like a wing T set. They got the 2 wide receivers in tight on the line, but now they're going to go deep, looking to the corner of the end zone, wide open, and that was easy. Well, don't know what Justin Davis was looking for that time, but he got lost on that one, and the Trojans marched down the field to open the contest with a big-time pass play there.
He bit on that coverage, Mr. Ingram, just enough to where the receiver was able to get by him. I'm talking about, I don't know if you saw it or not, just that one little bite that when he turned around, and the receiver was able to get on past him, and there was a good, perfect pass.
17-yard touchdown pass to Fairley.
So waiting the extra point here. As snaps a good one, bobbled it for a second. The kick, though, is good. 7-0 Delta with the lead. We're going to take a quick timeout. Hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, as it was a 17-yard touchdown pass by Delta on the opening drive of the contest to take a 7-0 lead here over the Indians as we're getting set for a First American National Bank kickoff. An interesting kickoff. They got someone actually holding the football. It didn't fall off the tee either time. As this kickoff is going to be taken at the 10-yard line here by the Indians. Cuts back up the middle of the field, and is just tripped up as he crosses the 35, and it's going to be, crosses the 30. They're going to mark him down at the 31. Looks like he fell forward at least to the 34, but they're going to mark it back at the 31. I guess his knee might have hit a little bit sooner than I thought. So it'll be a first down and 10 here, brought to you by Davis Ford.
It was a good shoestring tackle right there because he had an open gap there, Davis did. So good shoestring tackle.
Brad, we need to bounce back. What happened is what we said we didn't want to happen. They went down the field and scored in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Delta's got a 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter.
So it is going to be Red at the quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff to Watts in the backfield. Uses a stiff arm to get away from one, but can't get away from the other. And now actually he does. Still stiff arming everyone out there right now. And then long run that's going to go for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, he kept stringing it out wide. Delta did a great job of their defense of continuing to bring people up. Watts was did a great job avoiding, but Delta kept bringing the folks and finally got him pushed out of bounds.
So now to be second down and a long 13 here for the Indians. Two receivers here on the near side of the screen, two on the far side. Watt still your running back in the backfield. Now goes in motion. Pump fakes. Parker goes deep. He's got a man wide open. Hits him in stride. This is just going to be a foot race here for the Indians. 20-10-5 touchdown ICC.
Yeah, that was just Sangren right there. And wide open on just a fly route there, Mr. Ingram, and did a little pump fake, got him out there and beat him, and great job.
Great job. I believe that's 73 yards, if I'm not mistaken, Adam. Red Parker to Sangren, 73-yard pass. Great comeback play.
Well, we saw this type of game, about 5 or 6 years ago when Griggs was our quarterback. It was a 54-55 final in favor of the Indians. If anything could be, buckle up for that one, folks, as we've got a wild one brewing here as we await the extra point for the Indians. Snap's a good one. Kick is up, and the kick is true. 7-7 is your score here in the first quarter. A lot of fireworks early. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
And welcome back out of the timeout. A 73-yard touchdown pass for the Indians as getting set for this First American National Bank kickoff. The ball does fall off the tee, and that's one thing we saw Delta kind of hold it old school style on the previous kickoff. The wind is blowing pretty good today, so that could continue to be a problem there. 7-7 is your score. Guys, I can't see the clock. How much time left?
11:53. Basically, that drive took a minute.
And so this kickoff is going to be taken at about the 5-yard line is where Delta will have it, cutting across the field, and is going to be hit and dropped and finally ran out of bounds. Nice return there by the Trojans.
Yeah, people at home, if you would, please excuse me because Mr. Ingram played a dirty trick on me before I got up here today and spread peanut butter on my window. And I'm not able to see as well. It's not my eyesight today. It's the peanut butter.
It's me.
And I also do want to say I've gotten a couple of text messages. Yes, we realize that the internet is dragging a little bit. There's nothing we can do about it. It is the internet here in the press box. So we do apologize for those technical difficulties throughout the afternoon. So it will be a first down and 10 here for the Trojans. Trips here on the near side of the field. Running back in the backfield with the quarterback. Indians showing pressure. Now I'm going to swap the running back to the other side away from the pressure. And they do throw this one out. That's been that little bubble screen that they've been very successful with all day today. And another nice pass, catch, and run, and it should be good.
Got about 9 yards, Adam.
Yeah, those two receivers are doing an excellent job of getting out there, Mr. Ingram, and blocking and getting in front just enough for that wide receiver who's catching the screen pass to get 8, 9, whatever yards.
No doubt about it. Give Delta credit. Their first down plays, you mentioned, they're getting 8 and 9 yards at a pop. Makes second down a little bit easier.
Oh, absolutely.
Second down and 2 now here for the Trojans. Two receivers on both sides of the field. Now a little toss forward to the running back cutting through. He's going to spin forward to get out to about the 40-yard line, and that will move the chains for another first down.
Just dropping now under 11 minutes, Adam.
So it'll be first down and 10 as the ball is at the 40. Delta hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. And this time with a quick pass out, it is caught. And the Indians make the immediate tackle after the play. It's a gain of 4. So to bring up second down and 6. And that's really been the shortest pickup on first down today.
That. They've been getting 7, 8 yards. We made a good play there.
Give is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. The Indians eat that one up.
Yeah, nothing there. Good job by our D-line on that one, and linebackers coming in to help, but the D-line held on. That's a loss.
That's a loss of a yard there. Big play here now. 3rd and 7. We've just started the ball game. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. ICC 7, Mississippi Delta 7.
So the Trojans, once again, that tight set. 3 receivers, though, there on the far side. Now want to come to the near side. Looks over the middle, has a man, and it's caught. And he breaks the tackle, but is tripped up at the last second. And, guys, credit that offensive line for Delta. Gave him plenty of time to throw that time, and another big pickup. And the Trojans move the chains once again.
Well, I thought he was looking at this receiver on the left side, which he normally does, but you actually honestly had 2 receivers crossing right up there at the same time.
And another quick out pass off the fingertips, intended for Fairley that time, and pass incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10. Well, they are working with purpose on the offensive side when they get the football, and rightfully so. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they are marching down the field here in a hurry.
9:41 left in the first period, tied up 7 apiece.
2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Hand off to the man in the backfield, sidesteps one, and it's tattooed after that one. And there's a flag now, and this could be going against the Trojans here. As the lineman was way downfield, the play had ended and kind of gave a shove in the back of one of the ICC players.
It's a great tackle there by Pack right there to come in. Of course, it was a blown play, busted basically from the get-go. Etowama was in the backfield. Pack was able to make a play on it and get the tackle.
You see the Little Caesars instant replay there as now the officials talking this one over.
Number 70 on the offense. 15-yard field for the end of the run. The down count, 3rd down.
So that is not what you want to do if you're Delta. You've been able to move the ball well. You've had all your downs on schedule so far, but then just that unfortunate mental mistake there after the play was over results in a 15-yard loss, and the down or the play will count. So it'll be a 3rd down and 25 now, or let's call it. Let's see where they got to get to. They got to get to basically the 26. So 3rd down, 24. 3rd down a long way.
No doubt about it.
So the Indians defense needs to come up with a big play here. Man in motion going to the far side of the screen. Pressure coming. They do set up the screen play there. The Indians had it for a second, but then come up and make the nice tackle in the open field, as that was Hobbs coming to finish things off there. But a good play call. Use that Indians' aggressiveness against them defensively and picked up a chunk, but not enough. So it's going to be a 4th down and long situation now here for the Trojans.
Pack made a good play right there. He didn't make the tackle, but he was busted up through there enough to where he hit him.
He did.
And he slowed him down where a guy came up and then got some help from it. Pack made a good play there, getting off the block and at least slowing him down.
Josh Pack's made several plays here early in this ball game.
So we're on for a Little Caesars punt. The Trojans get a good snap back. Indians nearly get a hand on it, as this punt into the sun is going to be taken at the 10. And now he's going to try to turn upfield and looking for a block, but there's nothing but red shirts down there that time, as that was Zay Davis on the return of about 7 yards. So the Indians will have it. 1st down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford.
Yeah, got 8:20 now left in the first, Adam, and that confidence that I was talking about, I hope the Indians develop that confidence after that first offensive the first offensive set that we had there and scored quickly. Let's see how they respond now with the second series.
I agree with you, Brad. Brad Parker needed that. He's a good athlete. He's a good quarterback. He's our 2nd-team quarterback. Comes in and throws that long pass for a touchdown. Build on that confidence here in the first quarter.
So Parker back in at quarterback. Going to play fake and looking to go over the top, and there's going to be a pass interference call here. And one of those, I think the Indians called a break as Sangram was running the slant route on the inside, and the pass was going down the sideline, but this one should be called against Delta.
Yeah, it looked like miscommunication on the Indians' part there. The quarterback and Sangram weren't, Parker and Sangram weren't on the same page.
So it'll be an automatic 1st down here for
Adam, they're putting at the 28-yard line. We're 7 apiece here with 8:15 left in the first quarter.
And so this will be a handoff here by the Indians. Gets to the outside. It's going to be good for the 1st down and then some. And a nice carry, I believe that was Watts, that time for the Indians.
Good job by Watts. Brady broke about 2 or 3 tackles, got outside, got 12 yards. Good blocking by the interior lineman. 1st and 10, Indians at their own 40-yard line. Clock running, 8 minutes left in the first period, 7 apiece.
Honk the horn and move the chains. That's another Davis Ford first down as the Indians go 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Now he's got a man wide open downfield and just overthrew him. As that one right there could have had 6 on the board as it was intended for number 32, Jamal Brooks. You hit him in stride, he's probably gone, but that one just about a half a step behind him.
Same play happened with Delta, happened with us right there, blown coverage there. We slipped Brooks out that time. He was wide open, would have been a touchdown. Delta had that same scenario down here a while ago when they slipped their back out too, and he was wide open.
You're right, Brad. What they're doing, they're keeping the receivers in. Defensive back stays the receiver, linebacker doesn't pick up the running back, and they're wide open.
Another jump ball play going downfield looking for Smith, and does he catch it in bounds is the question.
He did it.
And they say he did.
What a catch right there in between 2 defenders, 2 defensive backs.
Referees are talking about it.
One of them says he caught it. He's putting it down there.
Yeah, they're putting it down.
We're going to look at this one on the Little Caesars instant replay here. And they're going to spot the ball. And the throw downfield. And, guys, he had a foot in bounds when he caught it.
I know he caught it.
So the
Offside.
And that was offsides, too.
So the Indians rush back to the line of scrimmage. Or, no, excuse me, they declined the penalty. I thought they were getting down on the other field. I was like, man, that's a quick offside penalty. So basically it was a free play and good read by Red to get it down the field. Now the Indians trying to see if they can take their first lead of the afternoon. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. ICC is going to hand off in the backfield. Watts tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a positive gain. So it'll be a gain of about 4 on the play. So it'll be a 2nd down and 6 situation here for the Indians. 7-7 is your score in the first quarter. Indians looking to the sideline to get to play. You've got
7 minutes basically, Adam, left.
Yeah, clock running, 7:05 in the first period, 7 apiece.
Parker sends Watts in motion. Looks that way, now checks off. Now he's thinking about running, and he will. Gets to the outside, gets a block, spins off one, gets across the 20, gets down to the 15-yard line. Nice run there by Parker.
Yeah, Davis was open out there. He didn't catch it, but as I'm going to say, did catch it. Parker didn't see him. Davis was open out there on the long out pattern out there, or basically if you want to call it a corner pattern. But he didn't see it, but still a good run by Parker to get a first down. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left basically here to go in the first.
And it's going to be a quick toss to Watts trying to get the corner. Gets up the field, and it's going to get down near the 10-yard line. So ICC will have it now with a 2nd down and 6 to go.
Right, marking the ball to 10. Got to get to the 4-yard line for the first down, Adam.
And so the Indians stay in that same formation, hurry-up style offense here. Parker tries to go with the hard snap. Delta doesn't jump. Now we'll look back to the sideline to get to play. So it is going to be a quick pass over the middle. Is it caught?
He says he caught it. I don't know. He hadn't caught
and the referee still talking about it here, and they're going to say incomplete.
Yep.
Well, if you have to think about it that long, it more than likely it's going to be incomplete. As the referee in the middle of the field just turned around and looked at him, and he was like, I caught it. And he never said yes or no. So the pass is going to be called incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and
3rd and 6.
So you got to get to the 4 to get the first down here.
Got 5:50 left to go here in the first quarter, Adam.
And so the Indians back to the line of scrimmage here. Parker the quarterback. Brooks now your running back, and looks like it may be a delay of game in this situation, or they're going to call a timeout. Timeout called by Delta. So we'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7 is your score here. ICC with their second drive of the game. It'll be a 3rd down and 6 situation from the 10-yard line. They're knocking on the door. Guys, do you think the Indians may be thinking 2 plays to get the first down, or?
I would.
Yeah.
Personally, if I'm over there, I'm thinking that. But now, Mr. Ingram, I don't know. We all have the reason why there's different flavors of ice cream.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's just score on this play. Don't have to decide on 4th down.
I like it. And it's going to be a give to Brooks. He's up the middle, stacked up, but he's fighting forward, and it's going to be or did the ball come free?
Delta saying it did. No
Brooks
signal
is
from the
right on top of it, so it'll be 4th and 2, maybe?
It's going to be 4th and probably 2, maybe 1, 2.
Got to get to the 4-yard line. Still 4th and 5.
He's kicking it.
We're going to kick it. We didn't get any yardage that play.
I don't see how we didn't get any yardage.
I don't either, but they marked it at the 9. So this is a 26-yard field goal attempt, Brad. Okay?
So the Indians looking for the field goal here to take a 10-7 lead in the first quarter. This is, I believe, Lasher.
It is.
On to attempt the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Nice job there by Lasher to add the points to the board, and the Indians take a 10-7 lead. We'll take a break. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni. Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. 'Cause if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today.
Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni. Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back out of that timeout. What was that, Jim? 26-yard field goal?
26-yard field goal by Lasher.
So Lasher makes it a 10-7 ball game in favor of ICC after that successful field goal attempt.
Got 4:59 left in the first, Adam.
And guys, you like that. 2 drives. You would love to be up 14-0 right now, but points coming away on both those drives were big for the Indians. So getting ready for this First American National Bank kickoff. Visit FAMB.bank for more information. As this kick high and angled to the far side. It's going to be off the hands of the return man. He's going to try to bring it out of the end zone, 2 yards deep, and the Indians get out there, and they're going to chase him down, and nice coverage there by the Indians. And it's going to be the worst field position starting this afternoon here for the Trojans.
Brad, he didn't have to run that out, I don't think. But he tried to make something after he dropped the ball, got out to, let's say, I believe the 13-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. The 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 13-yard line. 10-7, the Indians up. 4:50 left in the first quarter.
Well, this is one of those situations that Coach Cannon talked about. When the defense has a chance to make a play, give them a short field, this is where they need to take advantage, and this is going to be that opportunity here for that Indian defense. 1st down and 10 here for the Trojans. Man in motion coming toward the near side of the field. ICC adjusts nicely, and the pass is going to fall incomplete. Guys, you saw the Indians adjust well to what has been working on that bubble screen.
Yeah, they did. I had a guy up there, the coverage guy was able to get through up there and was there too, and that's the reason why he heard footsteps, a low pass too, but great job there. They're still lining 3 up on this left side of the Delta offense, but that screen there was not there at that point, so good job by defense.
So 2nd down and 10, handoff in the backfield. The Indians ready for it, but a nice job coming out, sniffing after the play, but my goodness, a big-time shove well after the play, but no flag thrown there. As you saw it right there on the screen as he was down, the official asking for the ball, and all of a sudden you see an Indian player fly across the way. Break for the Trojans.
3rd and 6, I believe, Adam.
So 3rd down and 6 here for Delta. ICC leading it 10-0. Going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Now there's a fumble loose on the field, and the Trojans fall on top of it.
Yeah, big play there by the defense. ICC's defense was able to get back there and put pressure on the quarterback. He fumbled, and so that's going to put them fourth and extremely long, backing them up into a deep punting situation here, Mr. Ingram, where ICC's looking potentially at whether they're going to bring the house and see if we can get some pressure on him and block the punt or get a good return and have good field position.
Good job by our defensive line. We're playing the 3-4 today. I think it was Chris Rogers, defensive end, made that tackle. They got a punt from their own 4-yard line. Of course, our punter is deep in the end zone. Like you said, Brad, we should get great field position.
Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Trojans. High snap. Indians bring pressure, but just mainly was trying to get that one away, so it's going to be a short kick. Take a Trojan roll down to about the 45-yard line. So good job by that Indian defense getting the offense a short field to work with here.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 14 seconds now in the first quarter, Great job right there. That was not a punt that we needed to field.
No.
It was a short punt. He did the right thing by letting it go. It did take a good Delta bounce. But we're getting the ball basically on the 45-yard line of Deltas.
You're right, Brad. We got a 10-7 lead. Great field position here. Still 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first period. ICC 10, Delta Trojans 7.
So the Indians a chance to build on that lead here with good field position. Parker, your quarterback. Watts is the running back. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Parker tucks and runs off the snap. Now gets to the outside. Turns upfield. It's going to be close for a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like that is going to be good for Davis Ford first down.
Well, and that's the two styles with our quarterbacks. Not to say that Green does not run. He does. He can run and has. But Parker seems to is a more mixed running style quarterback than Green.
That looked like a quarterback draw to me, guys.
The Indians pass out to the flat, and probably a good thing that Davis didn't reel that one in because he was left out hanging, and a Trojan defender was ready to tee off on him there.
Okay, incomplete pass, so now you're looking at a 2nd and 10 now.
So 2nd down and 10. Brooks in at running back here for the Indians. Got 3 receivers here on the near side of the field. Sangren one-on-one coverage on the far side. ICC leading this one 10-7 here in the first quarter of play at Delta. Low snap. Parker's able to get it at the knees. Plenty of time to throw. Drops back now over the middle. Wide open. Touchdown, Indians.
Yeah, that was, again, to Smith. Smith made a great reception down here back earlier in the earlier series, and now basically ran in a slant pattern out there into the end zone, got a touchdown off of it.
Brad, that's a 35-yard pass, and let me tell you what made that play. Great offensive line blocking. He had all day to throw the ball. It's a long pattern. I bet he had 5 or 6 seconds back there. 35 yards to Smith, touchdown Indians.
So winning the extra point here for ICC to go up 17-7 with it successful. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Indians lead at 17-7 here in the first quarter. We'll take another timeout here from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back out of that timeout. ICC leading this one 17-7 here in the first quarter. Guys, how much time's left?
2:35 left in the first quarter, Adam.
I'll have to keep asking that because I can't see the scoreboard from where I'm at, as ICC getting set for this First American National Bank kick. A high kick, and this one is going to be taken again inside the 10-yard line, then fumbled once again by the Trojans, and the ICC there to clean it up.
Yeah, that's the second time the kick returner for Delta has bobbled, fumbled, whatever you want to call it, a kick return, and so it held them up from getting any type of gain or a good gain out of it. So Mr. Ingram, Etowama now set up again to come out with another good defensive stand. We've got got them held back here, so they're going to start on their own 21-yard
line.
21. So, again, another opportunity here for the Etowah defense.
Brad, it's a hot day. And we're playing a lot of guys on defense. I know there's 4 new linebackers in, some new defensive linemen. Got some good depth on defense. We're going to need it today because it's a hot day, playing at 2:30 this afternoon.
And timeout is going to be taken here on the field. And that's going to be taken by Delta. We'll take the timeout with them. Let's hear from Davis Ford and be back with more. ICC leads it 17-7 here in the first quarter.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back out of that timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Got the men's basketball team tuning in here as they getting ready to warm up for practice here in a minute. Appreciate Coach Pate and the rest of the crew out there getting ready to tip off the season soon for them. They'll have some preseason games coming up in October. But right now they're cheering on the Indians here, liking what they see so far with the 17-7 lead in the first quarter. So Delta with the football. Man in motion now going across your screen. Give is going to be the man in the backfield. The Indians eat him up.
Yeah, great job right there. Again, getting into the backfield, the Indians. That was, looked like Allen getting back there into the backfield. Linebacker Dontavius Allen. And running back, let's say they lost, 3 or 4? 3.
I believe 3 yards. And like you said, Allen, second-team linebacker, came in fresh. Saw the handoff, shot the gap. Great play by Allen, linebacker.
Trojans rolling out to pass, has a man open, and it's going to be in and out of his hands. Indians, he's just able to slip behind that coverage there, so a break for the Indians. I was going to say they were closing in a hurry, but still, if that one would have been reeled in, would have been a great play by Delta.
Yeah, it was still pretty good coverage, in my opinion, by the Indians right there, even in the backfield. Out there in the secondary, but they did a good job. They were in that zone coverage back out there, and so good job fielding back in there because, again, the quarterback was not able to drop the pass in there. So good coverage there by Etowah.
Well, the referee in the secondary runs in about 40 yards to say something to the head official. And
I think he was telling him that I have peanut butter on my window.
Could be it.
Adam, we still got 1:50 left in the first period. 17-7, Indians up over the Trojans.
And it is going to be back to pass once again. Indians with a little bit of pressure, try to lob this one up and just a little bit too far. And that's what you're starting to see. You're starting to see Indians get a little bit more pressure on the quarterback here, and it's causing him to be a little off target with his passes.
Yeah, the back slipped out into the backfield there and was able to get out there. And, of course, it was open. But, again,
as it'll be a punting situation coming in here. Little Caesars punt is on its way. And this is a high kick, fair catch called at the 49-yard line, so the ball will be on the positive side of the 50 here for the Indians.
Adam, great field position again. We're still in the first period. 17-7, Indians with the ball. 1:35 left in the first period. ICC 17, Delta 7. Great field position for Red Park and offensive group. Just past the 50, Brad. We got the ball at the 49 of Delta.
We do want to remind everyone we are having technical difficulties with the internet right now. We're going to try to possibly between quarters knock down the bit rate to see if that might help out here. So we'll see what we can do on that end there. So the Indians with it, first down and 10, being brought to you by Davis Ford. As Brooks goes in motion. And Parker's going to keep it again, cuts to the outside and is hit and stacked up. It was almost like he got hit. It's like, okay, I'll quit. And so he goes for a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. And that's what you got to do, though. You got to say, hey, yes, you can run, but remember, you're our only quarterback on the roster right now.
You know, if they got you by the leg, you got 2 or 3 guys running at you, go ahead and hit the ground.
All right, so talking to our folks back in.
Should be offsides right there, free play.
And that is going to be the case now as the pass is open. Davis makes a man miss. Now this is going to be a foot race. Davis is going to be hit and dropped. But as you said, should be a free play coming up here for the Indians. Let's go back and look at this one on the Little Caesars instant replay. And that is going to be the call there, offside on the defense. And the Indians will obviously decline that one. And that's what we talked about. The speed of Zay Davis is dangerous. And that was an example of it there.
33-yard pass, Brad.
Yeah,
all the way down to
cut
15. Cut it back in. First and 10, we got the ball up there, 15. Parker to Davis for 33 yards.
Brooks is your running back. Indians going with a tight bunch of 3 receivers on the near or far side. Handoff is going to, it's going to be a keeper by Parker this time. He's going to stumble forward, and he's going to pick up an 8 or 9 on the play. And so another positive pickup there by the Indians on offense.
37 seconds left here. Again, I'm like y'all. You gotta be cognizant if you're red and not pull too many times. I know that if it's there, the opening's there. You got to take it and run. But again, he's our quarterback.
And now this is going to be a give to Brooks up the middle. He's going to be hit and stopped right around the 2-yard line. You got to figure that's going to probably do it here for the first quarter.
18 now.
18 seconds. Yep. First and goal. The ball's
It'll be a first and goal
2-yard line. We're lining up at them.
They're going to try to get a play off.
And the snap was there, but did the clock run out is the question. That's the referees.
No, it's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Referees stopped the action there, so as I say, can't see from my point of view on that side of the field. Always a fun way to call a game is when you're on the defense offside. So a tough break there for the Trojans, as that's actually going to stop the clock and help the Indians. Yes, in between quarters, we are going to try to set back the bit rate, as that's going to be a give, and there's no signal yet.
Quarter ends, though. First quarter's over.
Second and goal, the ball's at the 1-yard line, Adam. First quarter is over, 17-7. Indians with the lead and driving again.
We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC getting started the second quarter of play here. Low snap. Brooks gets it. It's going to be stacked up, but I believe he's going to get in for the touchdown, and yes, he does.
Yeah, the Delta did a good job there on defense of penetrating, but again, Brooks took a little hit going in, but was able to break the plane and get the touchdown. So that's going to now put Etowamba up 23-7, waiting on the extra point.
So waiting the extra point here is ICC. Productive on offense today would be a good word. Waiting the snap is a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is true.
14:54 left in the second period, Adam.
Guys, let's keep it here since we just went to a break and possibly some more of our viewers rejoining us since we had to stop the stream to adjust the bit rate. Thanks to Dr. Brad Boggs for explaining that to me during
I
during
was
the
going
break.
to ask you what in the world that meant. I didn't know if Mr. Ingram bit you or something up there or what.
No, we do want to give a shout-out to the folks back at WSN all the way. I know we got some in Texas, some in California, some here in Mississippi that work on the crew to be able to get everything right. They were able to jump in during that timeout to get us streaming, and so hopefully we won't have those little delays anymore here. But 24-7 is your score. Guys, your thoughts on the game so far?
I'll say this, and I'm going to let Brad talk about it, but we didn't blink. We're down 7-0 after 2 minutes left in the ball game. We've come back now with 24 straight points. I like the way we recovered. I like the way we're playing, Brad.
Yeah, we've taken advantage of some miscues as far as some penalties that Delta had. Those kick returns, they've kind of bobbled two there. The last two that we've kicked to them, giving Etowah defense time to pin them back, get good field position. We've been able to do that. I think we have built that confidence that I was talking about in the offense. We're doing some runs. You got Red Parker running. You got Jamal Brooks. We're working in a lot, but you also got some deep passes with Sangren, with Smith. So been good to see the mixture. And then the defense came back out, like you said, Mr. Ingram, after that opening drive of Delta scoring, and they've adjusted and have held them.
And played well. And we mentioned it's a hot day. This is unusual. Kickoff at 2:30 for Delta's homecoming. Ooh. But we have played a lot of players already on defense. We know we saw a new front three, 4 new linebackers, at least 18 to 20 deep already in the first quarter. So we got depth, should keep them fresh, playing very well.
Well, if you heard me, during that conversation there, guys, ICC kicked the ball off. It hopped at the 1 yard line, went straight back down on the 1 yard line, and nearly stayed in play after the Mississippi Delta player thought that it was going to go into the end zone, but did luckily take a couple of rolls and ended up there. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 25 here for the Trojans, trying to get back into this contest, trailing 24-7, and we're the opening stanza here of the second quarter of play. Remind you, stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime show. We'll talk about homecoming coming up here next week. As a quick pass out, ICC reads that one nicely, forces them to turn back inside to the defense, and a minimum pickup of about 1, maybe 2. Let's call it 1 on the play, so it'll be a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, they went back to that same old bubble screen with 3 wide receivers, and ICC now is doing a great job. I'm seeing the DBs come in, and they're hitting those lead blockers or taking them on head on, so that way they can bust it up.
Well, a nice job there on the carry, as that's going to be number 30 on the carry there. That's Reese. Picks up 11 and moves the chains for the Trojans.
They ran a little draw play there, Brad, and it worked. Give them credit.
So 1st and 10 this time, once again, wanting to run that screen pass. And good job of coming back and executing the second block. And another 1st down here. And the Trojans, their coaches urging them, get back to the line, and keep it going here. As ICC missed a tackle in the backfield, but a nice extra effort block frees that up for the 1st down.
Yeah, anytime they get a little momentum going, they still run a trips on one side. They run a hurry up, and that's going to slow it down right there as they handed the ball off. ICC was able to get back in the backfield and make the tackle probably for a gain of, 1?
About 1 yard, I think, Brad.
Looks like they're going to put it back at the original line of scrimmage.
Well,
we like that, Mark.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I thought he got 1 out of it.
I thought he had 1 or 2.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 now here for the Trojans. Man in motion coming to the near side of your screen. Trojans looking downfield. And nobody there, as they were a little miscommunication on the route that time as the receiver cut inside. Quarterback threw the ball out to the 30, so about a 10 yards difference between the routes that time. Break for the Indians.
Yeah, that stops the clock. 13:30 left in the second quarter. ICC up 24-7.
You'll get an early preview of next week's ICC Hour at halftime. We'll talk to Taylor Tudor and also talk to the homecoming queen as well, part of the Little Caesars halftime show coming your way here in about 10 minutes. Quarterback rolling out here near side, throws upfield. It's going to be complete. And that should be enough for a 1st down, and it is.
Well, when a quarterback is able to roll out, of course he's right-handed and he rolled out to his right, that's how you can normally gain a little more time to let a play develop out here, because if the line is
they're going to say it was incomplete.
Are they saying it's incomplete?
Did they say it came out of bounds and came back in?
Well, I wondered that. Now, of course, y'all going to say, no, you didn't. You're just saying that.
No, I think he did. I think you're right, Brad. You're on top of it.
After you spread peanut butter on my window, you're saying
He went out of bounds, came back in, and the referee called it. So it's an incomplete pass. It's 4th and 10, and Indians are forcing the punt.
ICC fans, for a limited time only, try Little Caesars Old World Fanceroni Pepperoni Pizza with over 100 crispy Old World pepperonis. You can get a large for only $9.99 from 4 to 8 p.m. Be sure to order online or through the Little Caesars app. So waiting
this. You to bring one of those to us.
That's right.
I should have. I'll next game. As this punt, once again, India's got close to blocking at that time, but a beautiful kick hits at about the 10-yard line. And it's going to be down right about there. So the Indians, with the longest field position they've had to drive to find pay dirt today, as they'll have it 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Mr. Ingram and I looked at each other. I'm not sure why Delta dove on the ball right there. They had more chance, I think, for the ball, to roll back further toward the end zone, but they did, and kudos to ICC.
That's right. Hey, we start the ball. We need a 90-yard drive right here. Got the ball at our own 10-yard line. We're up 24-7. We got 13 minutes, 12 seconds left until halftime. As we mentioned earlier, we were down 7-0 and have roared back for the 24 points here and need to keep it rolling.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford. And it's going to be a play action fake, and the pass is out. And, ooh, that's a big hit, but a great job keeping his balance. But then the ball comes free, and I think Delta's got it.
He took a big hit, and they're saying Delta does have it. I can't see the play, in all honesty, because of the tents, and I know you can't either, Mr. Ingram.
No, I can't.
But he did take a big hit there, and as far as after that, I don't know what happened, but he looks like he lost the ball and picked it up.
We'll say Zay took that big hit, and he's kind of stumbling out of bounds. I don't know if you don't go over there and check on him, because the way the ball kind of came out, it wasn't like anybody hit it. It was almost like maybe he thought he was out of bounds and dropped it a little bit too early, but a big turnover there now, and the Trojans knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line, and let me say this, the Trojans needed something good to happen, Brad. They were reeling. We're still up 24-7, but they got 1st and goal at our 8-yard line. See if they can take advantage of this turnover.
So the Trojans with the football. They're going to roll out here near side. Pressure coming from the Indians. Toss across the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, threw it behind him. He wasn't able to turn around and make the catch. But he was coming across there on that out pattern there. Basically, he's come across, threw it behind him. The quarterback was rolling out, gained more time, just wasn't able to make the catch on that.
Brad, I think the quarterback had a little bit of room to run if he wanted to.
He did.
I'm with you. So it'll be a 2nd down and goal to go now. Ball is going to be at about the 8-yard line here for the Trojans. A little bit of confusion on what they want to do here offensively. Now get everyone set. 3 receivers bunched on the near side. Now man in motion coming this way. Slant route is wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Indians bit on that guy that was slipping out going toward the corner. They bit on him, and at the same time you had the guy slipping out to the corner. You had another guy slipping past him, coming to the middle of the field on a slant, wide open touchdown.
Give him credit. That's Fairley, again, his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. The quarterback, Parham to Fairley, 8 yards, touchdown, Trojans.
So waiting the extra point here for the Trojans. That's a big one to make it a 10-point contest as the snap back is good. The kick is up, and it's good as well.
12:50, Adam.
So with 12:50 to play here, Delta climbs back in at 24-14. Let's take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What was that, 8-yard touchdown pass?
Yes, sir.
Makes it a 24-14 contest in favor of ICC. Delta puts the points on the board, so ICC sees the turnover turn into points for Delta, and that's just what they needed, as this game was starting to get a little bit out of control, but a nice job by the Trojans to be able to get back in this one. And this kick is going to be a deep one, and ICC is going to have to pick it up as it bounced and rolled around to about the 2-yard line. Now the Indians trying to get down the sideline, still on his feet, and eventually steps out of bounds. And guys, that wind is playing heck on that football when you're kicking left to right, as the return guys have just had a bit of a difficulty to be able to kind of gauge those.
Yeah, but a good return there by Fortune was able to make something out of that. And so good job there by Fortune to get the Indians up about to, is that the 30? Well, it's going to be the 29, isn't it?
You're right, Brad. 29-yard line, 24-14. Indians up on the Trojans, 12:40 until halftime.
So it'll be first down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford. Folks, go visit davisfordsales.com. Not right now because I know some of you are watching online, but when you have a chance, you're looking for your next vehicle, Tab and all the crew out there at Davis Ford be happy to hook you up. Two receivers on both sides of the football here for the Indians. Parker back to throw, plenty of time. Pump fakes, throws over the middle now, to the wide side, and it is complete and be good for a first down. So Smith reels that one in for the Indians.
Brad, they were in the zone. I mean, it was a deep zone. He was wide open. Good job by Parker. Got the ball to Smith. First down, Indians, moving the chains at them. We got the ball at our own 46-yard line.
So another first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. ICC trying to answer the touchdown by Delta after the turnover. See if they can march downfield here on this possession. Parker taking his time. Three receivers here on the near side of the field. One up top by himself, and you've got Watts in the backfield, and that's where the football is going to go, is to Watts, and he lowers his head, and a good, strong run there on first down.
Yeah, pretty good job of blocking there by the ICC offensive line. They were able to gain 7 out of that. So
we got 7.
First down, on going to be second down, 3 left here, 11 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the second.
So ICC with the football surveys the defense as you see pressure coming up the middle here from Delta, or at least that's what they're showing right now. They fall out of it, and they're going to drop back looking to throw. Parker, so much time to throw. Now drops back across field, and it's going to be a jump ball, and they're going to call that incomplete. He might have been able to get a flag on that one as there's contact just as the ball was getting there. So a break there for the Trojans. And I tell you what, this offensive line right now is giving the Indians plenty of time to throw the ball. And guys, one of those red probably could have ran for the first down, but elected to see if he can roll the dice and go deep with it.
Yeah, Red had all day back there. Great job, and the Indian offensive line held them off as long as they could. Lord, me, you, Adam, or Mr. Ingram could have stood back here and thrown that one with the offensive line behind him.
Now this time Red dives forward. It's going to be close to the first down. See where they're going to give him a left foot, right foot mark, and they're going to say it is a first down. So honk the horn and move the chains. Davis Ford first down for the Indians.
Good blocking in the line. First down for the Indians at Delta's 44. 11 minutes left until halftime. ICC 24, Delta 14.
Indians with 3 receivers here on the near side of the field. Red wants to keep it again. Somehow finds his way out for the middle of that scrum at the offensive line and picks up about 15, or let's call it 12 on the play now where they officially mark the football. Nice run there by Red.
Yeah, kind of going back to the line, running hurry up.
And this time pass has got a man on the wide open, and Delta, nobody in the zip code of that one. Touchdown, Indians.
That was Smith again, and he's having a big day today, Smith is, and I don't know his yard total right now, but be interesting to see at half kind of how much Smith has hauled in.
Yeah, that's one of those passes that if I'm Smith, that might be more difficult to catch than somebody on me because you're so wide open that you have to catch that one.
Well, you're right, and those are normally the hardest to catch at some point because you feel that pressure because you are that wide open. But he's having a good day, and with the way he hauled this one in over here that we saw in the first quarter, he was able to haul that one in. The kick is good. Etowamba now up 31-14, 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second.
Let's take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC scores on what I think about a 32-yard touchdown pass to take a 31-14 lead here in the second quarter. Nice answer by the Indians after turning the ball over to set Delta up for a touchdown to answer back with a touchdown of their own.
Yeah, and just based on what we're looking at here, and these are just the 2 touchdown passes that Smith's caught. That's 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. So again, got a good return here by Delta, though.
And that time he kind of surprised himself that he caught the football, was able to get out that far and stop for a second. And the Indians were able to make the tackle. But, yeah, great return there that time by Davenport of Delta. So it'll be first down and 10. But, yeah, he's got to think he's over 100 yards receiving because he's almost there in just touchdown passes alone.
I would. Like I say, and that's just 2 TDs, and then that's just the 2 touchdown catches that we got. And I know he had a big catch down here.
So it'll be first down and 10 here for Delta. 3 receivers. They're going 5 wide now. Man in motion. That's where they're going to toss the football. Trying to get some blocks to the outside, and the Indians make the play.
Yeah, great job there by Jalen Rush, defensive lineman there. Got off the block and was able to get that quick toss coming around. Did not let him get by him and made the tackle there, Mr. Ingram.
Good job. Almost close to horse collar, and that's what the Delta bench was hollering for. They did not get the call. Good job by the Indians.
Loss of 1 on the play, so bring up second down 11. Good call by the official that time because he grabbed him in the middle of the jersey, as you saw there on the Little Caesars instant replay, and the official in the right spot at the right time to make that call, or not make the call, I should say. Quick pass to the outside. It is going to be complete, and there's going to be a flag coming in from somewhere.
Let me say this. What a throw by the official.
It was way back
here.
He threw that flag 30 yards.
He did.
He might play quarterback later in the game. He can throw it.
I threw that. And I got another one coming out right there.
And there's going to be a second flag coming in late. That's in the area of Brother Chris over there.
Hopefully it wasn't Brother Chris.
So they're going to talk this one over here. Guys, just getting a update from the sideline. Coach Andy Kirk saying that Davis may be questionable on the return to the ball game today. So we're going to let the referees sort this out and see what they say. As there are 2 flags down.
On the offense, number 8. Taking off penalty from a sliding foul. Replay second down. Travis.
So the flag that he threw from way back here
was
holding. Edawamba's side was holding.
Okay, so it was holding down. See?
He's going to say something else.
Yeah. So the holding penalty was right around the 50. As the ball was thrown downfield, he held the defensive back to get the receiver open. And so I think they're going to try to spot the foul there. And now see what they talk about here on the second penalty.
On the defense. That's their first one.
Okay, so just a sideline warning there on the Indians. Their first warning of the afternoon.
Maybe Brother Chris.
I think it was.
We're going to have to.
I know what happened was he didn't get to eat. He didn't get enough time to eat his lunch as he wanted because some jerk that was like, "Hey guys, we got to get on the road." Didn't realize how long it took us to get here. That's some jerk being named Adam Gore.
He's hangry down there.
He's hangry.
But Brad, what really impressed me on the play was the official threw that flag. I think 40 yards in the air was a great throw.
It was perfect.
I honestly didn't know where it came from. It just come flying in out of orbit.
What an arm.
So it'll be a second down, and let's call it 14 situation now here for the Trojans. They're dropping back to pass. Indians bringing pressure, and it's dropping.
Yeah, good. I got another flag, and it's a good job. I don't know if he got
it's a face mask.
He got a face mask.
Let's go back and look at that one. Little Caesars instant replay here.
He didn't mean to. But hey, you got it.
Got him by the face mask. Easy call there. And as you said, Mr. Jim, just one of those trying to make the play, reaching out, and just gets a handful of face mask and a break there for the Trojans.
Is that automatic first down?
I think it's going to be enough yardage.
It's probably enough anyway. Yeah, it is.
Yep. Yep. So we'll move the chains here.
Brad, I was disappointed. That referee did not throw that flag well then. He only threw it about 2 yards.
No, he didn't. He didn't throw it as far as
bad throw by the ref.
And so low snap, Indians get there in the backfield, and they stack him up, and little to no gain on the play.
Yeah, again, ICC's defending the run very well today thus far. They've had a couple of runs here and there, but ICC, the D-line, like we've seen in prior games. Right now, that offensive line has not been able to penetrate to our DBs, basically, where the DBs are having to make the tackle. They're not getting out to the linebacker, So great job there by our defensive line.
Minimum pickup there on first down, but now the quick out pass, and it's going to be close to the first down on the far side of the field, maybe about a yard shy. Coach Andy Kirk, former softball coach working our sidelines this year, says that Davis will be eligible to return per the trainer. So Davis could be coming back in the contest as there's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that will be good for the first down. Well, Delta, they're scrappy, guys. They get knocked back a couple of times. They're able to come in and make a big play, and that was just one of those scrappy runs that moved the chains.
Ball's at our 39-yard line. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left until halftime. 31-14, Indians up over the Trojans.
1st and 10. Quarterback dropping back, looking to throw, going deep, and is incomplete.
Well, the DB out there, our DB, I don't know why, he saw something different there, but he just stopped. The receiver kept going. So, again, I wasn't paying close attention. Imagine that, Mr. Ingram. But I did see the stop.
Well, your reaction spoke enough.
It did, and my reactions say a lot, Adam.
So that pass falls incomplete, as you said, a busted play that luckily did not go against the Indians there. 2nd down and 10 now for Delta. 2 receivers on both sides of the football, running back in the backfield. Dropping back to pass, they're going to set up the screen play. ICC reads it nicely, minimum pickup there. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long, a possession down here for the Trojans.
Brad, they had 3 blockers on the outside. The running back cut it inside where our defensive player was. That was set up really well for Delta. We blew it up. They ran the wrong way. Good defensive play.
Yeah, anytime you cut it back into the middle, you're cutting it back. That's the way we want them to cut it back. If they're going to cut it back to the middle where we've got more numbers in there.
So 3rd down and 8 now here for the Trojans. They're moving left to right on your radio dial for those listening on Mix 95.9 FM. Pass out to the flat, and it is going to be incomplete. Nice coverage that time by the Indians, as that was number 28 for ICC, Troy Sims, coming up and reading that one nicely and making the play.
Yeah, great job. That's going to force a punt here from Delta. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 31-14 Etowamba, and Mr. Ingram still has the peanut butter over the window here that I can't see good out of.
I'll say this, Brad. I'm a little surprised. They're down 31-14. I know they don't want to give us good field position, but the ball's at our 37. I thought maybe they might think about going for it, but they're not.
Yeah, you might want to play it safe. ICC's tried to block the last few, see if they might try a fake, but they don't. As they do kick it away, and ICC nearly gets a hand on that one again. It's going to hit and roll, and a beautiful kick.
Beautiful play.
That is going to be down right about the 4-yard line. Great kick there by number 40, Jaron Sanford. He's a sophomore out of Florence High School. He dropped the nose of the football down and was able to get it to run down the sideline. And other than putting it at the 1, you don't get much better than that.
That's why you don't go for it.
There you go.
You're right. I was wrong. Guys, admit it. But, hey, maybe we'll go 96 yards here before halftime and get another score.
Hey, I like it. We've got 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to do that. They've got us pinned back pretty deep here. But let's see if Etowamba can put together a long drive that will last the rest of the second quarter and get a score out of it.
So 31-14 as ICC now has it, 1st down and 10. Got to be careful with the football. Last time the Indians had it in this area, they turned it over, resulting in a touchdown for the Trojans. The give is going to be to Watts. He's going to try to get to the outside, breaks a tackle. He's got one man to beat here. This is going to be a foot race. He's got one man got the angle to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and is going to be down at the 15. What a run, and there's no flags on the field.
Yeah, Mr. Ingram, do the math on that.
I'm doing it. I'm trying.
My algebraic equation's not working right here.
75, 80-yard drive, 80-yard run.
You had to pull your shoes off to
Yeah,
get that
I did.
one.
You're taking a look at that there.
81-yard run in reality.
So you're looking at that on Little Caesars Instant Replay. Longest run of the season for ICC, and now here comes another one. Makes a man miss. What a juke move, but then the football comes free. Looks like Delta has it. And if that's going to be the case, that is going to be a huge break there as
they've signaled it is there.
Brooks made a great move to make the defender miss, but just couldn't hold on to the football, and Delta comes up with a big-time play. Credit Delta, because it could have been very easy to drop your head down 31-14, give up an 81-yard run, but instead they get the turnover, and now they get it back.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Credit to them. They kept playing down there. They were going after it. And, again, even though you had that long run right there, they could have gotten down knowing that Etowamba was in scoring position and in the red zone. They did not. And so, again, credit to them. They got the ball back in the defense hands here.
Second turnover of the day here by the Indians. And it's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. He is 8 up in the backfield.
Guys, I think that was a busted play. I think he was going to go to the tailback, missed the handoff. Our defense reacted. Good job, our defense. Lost yardage. 6 minutes till halftime, 31-14. Indians up over the Trojans.
So it'll be a second down and 11 now situation here for the Trojans. If you're ICC, you got to know where Fairley is in this situation because that's been the go-to guy so far here for the Trojans. Rolling that way, looking for Fairley downfield. Indians double cover. There's a man over the middle, and it is going to be called. I thought there for a second that Sims had a chance to close in and pick that one off, but a great job there by Cavett adjusting with his quarterback to get open and move the chains.
Well, it seemed like a little miscommunication in that deep zone coverage right there, and so he was able to just get open long enough in that deep slant pattern to make the catch.
Low snap, Delta picks it up. Slant route is off the fingertips, looking for Fairley there, and the pass falls incomplete, so it'll be a second down and 10. Well, guys, this one, we've seen points.
We've seen points. It's been a long first half, but it's been a good first half. A lot of scoring, 31-14. Indians up, 5:23 until halftime.
And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield, and he tries to spin out of it, but there's the Indians to stack it up. And I tell you what, there's that ball's free.
Etowamba's saying they've got it.
And do the Indians have it? Yes, they do. Fumble recovery. That was Ray coming off the bottom of the pile there. And so ICC gets it back. You see the ball popping free right there. Mad scramble for the football, and a good job by that India defense after the offense gave it up to force the turnover to get it back now, get it back to the offense.
Good job by our defense. Got excellent field position. We got the ball at their 29-yard line. We're up 31-14. 5:07 until halftime. We'll need to punch this in, take advantage of this turnover, Brad.
So the Indians will have it. First down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. Parker Steele, your quarterback. Low snap, picks it up, throws out to the flats to Watts. Watts reels that one in. Now makes one man miss, but it's stacked up. And that's going to be close. I think it's going to be about a few inches shy there, but a nice pass to hit Watson's stride and a good open field tackle, though, on the part of Delta.
Yeah, Delta's defense didn't pick up Watts coming out of the backfield right there, Mr. Ingram, and so he was wide open, able to pick it up 9 there. It's a good gain on first down.
So it'll be second down and inches here for the Indians. Watts in the backfield. Parker still your quarterback, and he's going to give it to Watts. No, excuse me, Parker's going to keep it, and a beautiful read there by the Trojans to stop that one in the backfield. I believe that was number 25, Davison, sticking him in the backfield, a loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a third down and a long 5.
You said beautiful read there by the Delta defense. I agree with bad read by our quarterback because it was a read play. He could have kept it and left it in the belly of Watts there. Would have been a first down more than likely had he left it in the belly of Watts.
As Adam mentions, third down, 3rd and 6. We got the ball, Delta's 25-yard line. Clock running, 4 minutes till halftime, 31-14 Indians.
Parker empties the backfield. Now wants to go short route, check route down to Watts. Watts jukes one guy, and that second effort will get the chains for the first down.
Well, Mr. Ingram, the receivers are clearing out that side of where those DBs. You're dropping Watts out here into the flat. He's wide open. He's able to get enough yardage, and if they're going to give us that, why not take that short pass?
Take advantage of that. As you mentioned, first down, Indians, the ball, they mark it at the 18-yard line of the Trojans.
Needed 6, got 7, honked the horn, and moved the chains. That's a Davis Ford first down for the Indians. Parker still your quarterback. 2 receivers here on the near side, and a whole lot of confusion as the Trojans get some guys in late on the field. Timeout on the field. Let's take it with them. 31-14. Indians with the lead here in the second quarter. Back with more right after this.
You buy Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of that timeout, ICC leads at 31-14, knocking on the door here once again with a fresh set of downs, first down and 10. Homecoming here at Delta. Next week will be homecoming at ICC. It'll be a 6:30 kickoff against Holmes. 6 o'clock will be the Davis Ford pregame show. We'll be back on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM, but we'll also preview what's coming up next week with homecoming during the Little Caesars halftime show. We'll talk to Taylor Tudor, and we'll also talk to our homecoming queen. If you don't know who that is, she'll get a chance to introduce herself at halftime, so stay tuned for that. As ICC now has it with a first down and 10. Ball is going to be right around the 18-yard line. Watts is in motion. Parker wanting to throw. Looking toward that wheel route and threw it to the track. And not a bad job there, so he didn't have what he was looking for. Put it out of bounds and lived to see another day.
Yeah, you're right. There was nothing there. You know, I'm a little disappointed, Mr. Ingram. I brought you a present last week to the game, and I expected something up here from you today, and all you've done is sabotaging my window here in front of me, and not only did you sabotage me, but you didn't bring me any gifts.
Brad, I'm waiting till homecoming next week to surprise you.
Well, I so appreciate that.
Yes.
Looking forward to that.
So it'll be a second down and 10 situation here. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Brooks is back in the game at running back. And Parker looking to throw, and eventually the pocket breaks down. Great coverage in the secondary there by Delta. And
that's what I was fixing to say. Great coverage. There was nothing there. I looked here deep. He was looking for that deep post corner. Was not open. He tucked it, and that's about all he could do on that one. So you're looking at a third down.
Parker lost his helmet, so we have got to have a new quarterback because his helmet came off. So we're getting ready to see who our
be Adam Gore
third-team quarterback is here, Adam.
Adam Gore.
Stretching. I'm going to need like
stretching
20 minutes to get loose.
No pressure, 3rd and 8.
Could be Brother Chris.
He's already got a penalty on him. We can't throw Chris in there and get his second penalty, be kicked out of the game.
Maybe Chad Case.
Maybe Chad will jump out there. Colin, a little bit younger. He can handle it. But anyway, it's 3rd and 8. And
it's
we thought
Azariah Smith.
Azariah Smith, our usual wide receiver, is coming in to play quarterback.
All right, let's see how this works.
So this will be his first collegiate snap at quarterback here. It'll be a possession down for him, a 3rd down and 8.
Don't hold back. Run a pass pattern. They won't expect it. Let's throw it.
And the Indians looking to the sideline, and they take a timeout here. And that's what they're going to do. Timeout on the field. Let's take it with them. And hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
I say throw it.
Well, Jim, I like that idea.
They're not expecting him to throw it. Let's throw it.
So we're back here as the wind picking up. That's one thing we were talking about during that break is there's a big flag out in the back of the end zone there, and it's pretty much been blowing straight across the field here for the Indians. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 coming up after that ICC timeout.
What, Mr. Ingram, what if they're thinking that we're thinking that
Well, what if they're thinking that you're thinking that Jim's thinking that I'm thinking?
You know, I don't think too well, so whatever they run will work out fine.
Well, it looks like the Indians do burn that timeout to get Parker back into the game here. As it's going to be a 3rd down and 8. Watts moving out of the backfield. Parker zips this one across, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. What a catch.
That was Smith.
And that was Smith.
He said he went back out there and he said, look, let's bring Parker in. I'm going to catch another one to add to my totals for the first half.
So it'll be a 1st down and goal to go here from the 4 for the Indians. And it's going to be to Brooks. Brooks lowers his head and is trying to fight for it. And it's going to be dropped about the 1 yard line. And guys, you know Jamal wants to get that ball into the end zone here to make up for that fumble he had on the previous time down the field.
I wouldn't. That's probably within the 1, I think. I mean, you could.
And guys, number 90 for Delta checks into the game. Ted Webster, a freshman defensive lineman out of Greenville High School, logging in at 6'3", 405 pounds.
Jeez.
Wow. And Brooks just scored for us, guys. Touchdown, Indians.
And so Brooks just forces that one home, and ICC takes a 37-14 lead, waiting for the extra point here. And just a good answer by the Indians. They turned it over, got it back, and then put it back in the end zone. So waiting the extra point here.
Wow, great job by the Delta cheerleaders.
I heard them getting fired up down there about something. We'll talk about that after the kick. We're waiting for the snap. It's a good one. There's a flag down. The kick is up, and the kick is true.
I think Delta is encroachment. We should decline it or either take 5 yards on the kick.
We'll see what they say here as both teams heading to the sideline. I think that's going to be the case. But, Brad, what'd you see over there? I heard the cheerleaders getting fired up, and you were impressed. So
I was impressed. One of the male cheerleaders and went out there and did a twirly bird thing and did a backflip on top of the cartwheel that he did, and then added a somersault in there with it, then went back on his side and did that within a matter of just 2 yards. And I don't know how he did it, but it was just all in the air, and that was the best description I could give you.
That's a good description.
And I understand why Jim didn't wow that, because Jim still does that to this day. That's how he gets out of the bed every morning.
Yeah.
So waiting this this First American National Bank kickoff here is the penalty was against Delta.
Do you notice Mr.
Or
Ingram used
actually,
those
no,
big
are they
words?
going to say this was? They're going to say on ICC.
Oh, really? So they're going to.
Are we?
Well, everybody's lined up to kick
put
the ball.
back at the 8-yard line.
And so that's what they're going to say. False start on the Indians.
We were wrong. I was wrong. It's false start on us. It's no touchdown.
We
Is that
gotta
right?
Well, no, it's no extra point.
No extra point. I'm sorry.
So
No
what's the
extra
score?
point.
No, not yet.
That's right. It's 37.
Now we
and
got a re-kick.
Now I got a re-kick.
All kinds of confusion on the field. You know who I blame? I blame the cheerleader for making
Yeah,
that amazing move.
doing that twirly bird right under the penalty flag.
I was watching it.
Was that legal?
I think it was.
Yeah, well,
The twirly bird?
It wowed
The twirly bird
everybody.
during that flag.
Oh, yeah.
It wowed everybody, so that's the reason why there was so much confusion out there.
And then Mr. Ingram using that big word.
25-yard extra point, guys.
So waiting the kick here. Snap's a good one. The kick is up, and it is good. Well, after all that's said and done, pretty much just did the same thing. ICC leads this one 38-14. Let's hear from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of that timeout, ICC leading this one 38-14 here in the first half. Homecoming day here at Delta, the CBS game of the week, as we kicked off at 2:30 here on a Thursday. Maybe, I don't know back in the day, but arguably, possibly the first time ever to play at 2:30 on a Thursday. As we're waiting the officials to allow us to kick this ball here, First American National Bank is proud to support ICC. You can get an exclusive ICC debit card by banking with First American National Bank. Tommy Chamley, he's our guy. Appreciate him as ICC is going to pop this kick up, and it's going to be taken at the 21, trying to get across field, get some blocks. Now turns this one upfield, and a hard hit there, but a nice return once again by the Trojans, as that was number 12, Tyler, on the return. So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Trojans.
Yeah, Mosley did a good job of coming in there and blowing that play up.
He did.
Heck of a hit right there.
Good hit by Mosley, and Troy Sims helped him out making the tackle.
Well, the ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 here for Delta. They trail at 38-14. So first down and 10. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Looks one way, comes back for the screen on the other, and it's going to be hit. And a nice job there wrapping him up and allowing his teammates to come up and finish the play off that time. But another solid pickup on first down by the Trojans. So it'll be a second down, and let's call it 5. Now let's call it 6 now where they mark the football. Long 5, short 6. Low snap, handoff to the running back in the backfield. Tries to bounce off one guy, then just gets drugged forward by his teammates. And an old rugby scrum there, if you will, as he's going to get it out. It'll be a third down and 1 situation here for the Trojans.
Adam, I've seen it in the past where the offensive lineman will kind of push a run back from the back. This time the offensive lineman grabbed them from the front, his pads, and pulled them. Is that legal?
No, they didn't call a flag.
So it was legal.
It is.
On that play.
It is legal. You want to know how I know that it's legal?
Please tell us.
A play called the Bush Push back at Notre Dame Stadium.
Okay,
whenever they pushed Reggie Bush into the end zone.
Oh,
it was
the
perfectly,
Reggie Bush, yeah. Okay.
Perfectly legal play to help. Now, it is a play they did change over the last few years where you can assist your guy down the line. I like it.
Yeah,
it gives you the opportunity to give that extra effort. ICC is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here. Guys, how much time left until halftime?
Minute 13 seconds.
So it'll be a third down and 1 situation here for the Trojans when we come out of this timeout. We do want to remind you that Max Home, they're hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Join the best. Train with the best. Be the best. Max Home with locations in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. And we also want to talk about Cagle Eye Center. Dr. Lori Cagle and the Cagle Eye Center have been providing comprehensive eye care to Itawamba County and the surrounding areas for years. Set up your appointment today by calling 862-EYES. That's 862-EYES. Third and 1, dropping back to pass over the middle, and no, dropped it. Nice coverage there as lowering the boom on the hit for the Indians was Oliver to break up that pass intended for Fairley. And it's going to be 4th and 1. It looks like the Trojans are going to let this stay on the field here. Boy, if the Indians defense can come up with a stop, it would be huge.
Yeah, good coverage there, too. Dropping back in zone coverage by Oliver there.
And then it's going to be a first down, though, as he stepped underneath center, went with a no count, and just slipped forward and needed 1, got 3. And a smart play there by the Trojans to move the chains.
Clock still running, got 1 minute left. And Delta only has 1 timeout left, by the way.
Parton is a quarterback. He was begging for the play to come in quicker and finally gets it as the pocket collapses around him. He's going to look, now decides to run and has a whole lot of green grass in front of him. Wisely steps out of bounds after getting the first down and then some. As that time the Trojans line just pretty much just fell to the ground, and the Indians read that screenplay well, but a nice job by the quarterback to scramble and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, a lot of green grass over on the left side over there, so for Parton, so good job.
So first down and 10 here for the Trojans, man in motion. And I'm going to drag pass over the middle, and it's a missed tackle by the Indians, and another solid pickup there on first down. And I tell you what, if you're ICC, this clock cannot run quick enough as Delta threatening to put some more points on the board here just before halftime.
And the clock's running right now, Brad, down to 22 seconds. They've only got 1 timeout. They got the ball at our 32-yard line.
And they are going to go the quick pass to the outside. Going to try to get out of bounds. He does not.
No.
And they're going to have to burn that timeout.
Yeah, 10. They're still running. They're not running.
They're not looking to run the timeout.
No.
And so they're just going to get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry
This is
here.
the last play to have,
That was
guys.
movement, but no flags are down as the wide receiver took off early. And it's going to air it out downfield, jump ball, and bouncing around, and it falls incomplete. And that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. Is there
No, we're good.
no flags down, so that will be it. Your score here at halftime, 38-14. We'll take a break and move into the Little Caesars halftime report and come back with our thoughts on the first half right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza.
Again.
Harder, readier. Let's go. Pizza.
Pizza. No, pull. High five.
Pizza.
Come on.
Pizza.
We're ready.
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperonis.
Pizza.
And welcome back here at halftime. 38-14, ICC with the lead after the Hail Mary from Delta fell incomplete to end the first half. Guys, your thoughts here on the first half?
Let me say this, Brad. Very proud of the Indians. We mentioned the first 2 minutes of the ball game. Delta hit us, took a 7-0 lead. We didn't put our head down. We hung in there, and we've scored, as you can mention, 38 points, 38-14 halftime. Good job by the Indians' defense and offense.
Yeah, I agree totally. Again, that was the opening drive of Delta. They did a fantastic job moving down the field methodically on us. We were able to fight back. Our offense came out, answered very quickly. Defense then picked back up. Defensive schemes changed. We saw that, and so defense was able to make some big plays there. We were also able to capitalize on some of the mistakes that Delta has made, and so, again, scoring a lot of points. I know Red Parker's happy. I know the confidence level should be there with the offense and the defense going into the locker room at the half. So, again, excited to see the second half of this.
38-14, ICC with the lead. Is homecoming here in Delta. Next Thursday is homecoming at ICC. We'll learn more about some of those details coming up during the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC leads at 38-14 at the break.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi. Homecoming week here at ICC. And, well, we're going to bring in the homecoming MVP to talk about what all is going on this week. Ms. Taylor Tudor. Taylor, first off, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us.
Yes, thanks for asking me.
Well, first off, tell everybody what you do here at the college. I know you've been on a couple of times before, but maybe some first-time listeners not sure what all you do.
So my title is Coordinator of Student Activities, but I like to tell people that I get to plan the fun stuff on campus. So I get to have a lot of fun with students.
Absolutely. You are absolutely killing it this year, just judging by the participation, the word of mouth through the students. It's been a great start to the year, but this may be the most busy time, or one of your most busy times of the year, with homecoming. I know yesterday was a big hit with laser tag last night. Let's just recap yesterday and then look ahead at what some of the other stuff we got going on this week.
Yes, so yesterday we had breakfast at Belden. We passed out Chick-fil-A biscuits to the Belden students there. We had a cookout on the Tupelo campus with inflatables, face painting, cotton candy carts, all kind of things like that. Snowy, the snow cone truck was at our Fulton campus, and we also had laser tag that night. So much fun with that. Today, Tuesday, we have another Belden breakfast at for the Belden students. Snowy, the snow cone truck, will be at Tupelo. We have a Fulton cookout on our Fulton campus, and then we will have Family Feud game night tonight in our Fine Arts Center with 4 teams going head-to-head against a couple rounds of Family Feud.
And so that's the unique thing that laser tag last night, Family Feud tonight. Talk about us. What goes into that thought process of coming up with things like that? Do you get student input, maybe input from other people? How do you come up with these ideas?
Yes, so with me being a one-man show, I try to get as many opinions as I can from the students. So SGA, our Student Government Association, actually plans Homecoming Week along with student activities. So I also get input from our Student Activities Board on the Fulton campus to see what their thoughts are for the themes, how many students they think would participate in it, should we charge for it, should it be free, those kind of things. So with Family Feud, with that we had to send out a sign up to students via email. So many students sign up for it. We have to come up with the rules, make a PowerPoint, get giveaways ready, get the stage set, all of those things. And then we pick our teams and try to get a diverse group of people so that we include all kinds of students for Family Feud. So just thinking through that, we usually start this the second week of school in August and kind of see it all come to fruition this month.
Absolutely, and that's something else too. A lot of people don't think about that goes into the planning process. This isn't just, homecoming week's next week, what can we do? You said it starts all the way back in August, and there's a lot of just meticulous planning that goes into make this a success. And again, not bragging because you're here, but you hit a home run, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week.
Well, thank you, Adam. We are looking forward to the rest of the week, too. Thursday is Homecoming Day here at ICC with our kickoff at 6:30, and the Homecoming Court will be presented at halftime.
And I think we skipped Wednesday.
Yes.
Of course, we've got a volleyball game that we're going to incorporate everything around at 5:30, but talk about some of the other stuff that's going on that day.
Well, we do have a pep rally on our Tupelo campus where we will present the court, have a meal, and just a fun time with football and our homecoming court. Funky Cones will be at the Belden campus, or Belden Center, and then we have an Uno tournament in Fulton and also open night. But it will be 70s theme because the theme of homecoming is the 70s because we're in our 75th year as a college.
So open mic night, does that mean singing, just anything that you've got a certain talent for?
It is anything. We've had stand-up comedy, we've had singing, we have people playing guitar, but it most of the time turns into karaoke, and we have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I've seen some of those, and I'm not the karaoke type in that sense.
Either.
So, all right, so then Thursday as well, we talked about the game at 6:30. We also have a few other things going on. We get the Fulton Pep Rally. You twisted my arm to be back in that again. Actually,
of course.
The rule is I don't get to tell Taylor no anytime she needs anything.
That's right.
But let's talk about the few things we've got going on because Thursday is going to be a heck of a day.
Yes, Thursday I will be with our court the entire day, so my student workers help me out a lot with just the other events that are going on, but we will have pictures starting at 10 o'clock with the court, so they will be presented at the pep rally in Fulton at 12:15 on Thursday. They'll be in their gowns, so that'll be the students' first time to see them in their ball gowns. And then we have dinner with Dr. Allen and his family, our president, and they are taking pictures and socializing all day long. So they have a full day, and then they get ready for the game on Thursday night. But it is a lot of planning that goes into the whole week, and I am a one-man show, but I could not do any of this without my student workers or other departments at the college, like you, Adam, and our physical plant with John Wayne, who heads that up, because they really make all of my dreams come to life.
Yes.
With setting up my tables and tents and inflatables and everything like that. So I can't take all the credit for such an amazing week.
And I think you said it right. That physical plant, they don't get the credit they deserve for not only what they do to help us, but the entire college as well. A lot of great guys and gals that make that happen. All right, so what else is on the horizon? I know I'm kind of throwing this one by you surprised. I was just going to talk about homecoming, but what's on the horizon in the future for student activities?
Well, we always have intramural sports going on. Just about every other week we have one going on. We've already had softball, kickball, and ultimate frisbee. The next one coming up is dodgeball. So it is one of the biggest ones that we have. Students love it, but I do have to get a little feisty with them to tell them to calm down. They get so competitive for that one. But the next big week coming up is going to be Halloween week. So it's October the 24th, starting that week, going through Monday the 31st of Halloween. But we do have a Monster Mash dance going on the 24th. We have Zombie Run on campus, Tales of Terror, Pumpkin Party with the art club. So lots of things going on during that. We'll have our PTK, we'll have a costume party, And BSU has their costume party, trick-or-treating on the Tupelo campus. So it's another full week of events. So we keep things rolling here.
Absolutely. And this is a great way for businesses to be involved with the campus as well. If there's a business out there that, may want to donate some candy for trick or treat, or, it may be even some people that want to volunteer to help you, how can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I would love nothing more for more businesses to even be on our campus and be a part of all these big weeks. But one specific way would be for October would be for companies or businesses to donate candy. We do Scare on the Square with the City of Fulton. Our housing department partners with them, me and student activities and the housing department. But we need lots and lots of candy for that. And we will be on the Fulton Square on October the 31st on Halloween from 5:30 to 7:30, passing out candy. Yes.
And that is always a huge turnout there as well. Give them a number to call if they would like to help you out.
My office number is 662-862-8281, or by email, and that's tltutor@iccms.edu.
Taylor, I appreciate your time, and know you're getting ready for a big week this week. Got to hit the ground running, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes, thank you, Adam.
We'll be back with more of the ICC Hour right after this.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza.
Again.
Harder, readier. Let's go, let's go! Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No, pull. High five.
Pizza, pizza.
Come on.
Pizza, pizza.
We're ready.
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. And as always, the ICC Hour is being presented to you by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. We just heard from Taylor Tudor about all the exciting things going on this week at homecoming, and now we're going to talk a little royalty in the house now. We've got the homecoming queen, Anna Maldonado of Nettleton, correct?
Yes.
So, Anna, first off, congratulations, and thank you for joining the show.
Thanks.
All right, so let's just talk about it. What kind of an honor was it when you found, or how did you feel when you found out that you were selected queen?
Okay, so I found out when I was in the field house at football practice, and it was just the best feeling in the world. It was very overwhelming, super excited.
So as a homecoming queen, just talk about how that feels, knowing that you're representing the college as homecoming queen.
It's the best feeling in the world. I love ICC with all of my heart. This is the best place. And just to know that the people, the students around here chose me to represent them is just the best feeling.
Well, why do you love ICC?
I know it's very cliche to say that it feels like home, but it definitely does. I could spend every hour here. The people here, the staff, the faculty, everybody is just so great. It just feels like home. It really does. And you say you can spend every hour here. Well, you basically do, because you're very involved on campus. Tell everybody what all you do here. I know you help your manager, or not a manager, but you help with the training staff. So you're heavily involved with football and all the other sports there. What all are you involved with here at ICC? I would say I'm super involved. I am an athletic trainer, so I do help mostly with football, but with every other sport too. I am the Fashion Tribe recruiting executive, so I recruit people for that club. I was an orientation leader in 2022, and I am the Student Activities Board vice president. Well, you always hear people say college is what you make it, and being involved is a big part of that. Why is it important for you to be involved in things here at ICC? I always tell people, to never sit in the dorm. If you're sitting in the dorm, there's something wrong. You can always be somewhere doing something. I think it just makes the time go by quicker, and it just makes things more fun. You meet more people, and then the connections are the best thing here. And that's one thing I will give you credit for. Obviously see you at football games, helping there. But when there's other events on campus, whether it be in the fine arts, student activities, something, you're always not only involved, but you're encouraging everyone else to get involved. So I guess another question you get is, why is it important to you to get others involved? Like I said, I think that's the best thing, is making connections. I feel like the connections I've made here will help me in the future, and I want to encourage other students to have those connections too, to help them grow better in the future, for sure. So you got homecoming this week. Thursday's going to be your big day. You're going to be a busy day. You're going to, I think, 10 o'clock in the morning, start photos, and you'll probably wrap up at 10 o'clock at night by the time you're done. So are you going to wrap ankles in your homecoming dress? I plan on it. There's a few people that I wrap every game, and I plan on keeping that if, they let me slip away for a second. All right, so let's just talk about some of your favorite memories right now of ICC, and I'll give you a second to kind of think about it. But, there's always those fun memories we can talk about on the show now, but and also maybe some teachers that have been a positive influence on you. For sure. So I know this is, we're in the community relations, but community relations has been a big impact on me with CJ and Lee and Adam and Raphael. They've all been so great. And then Miss Stevenson was public speaking. She for sure had the biggest impact on me since I've been here. And each coach has been very dear to my heart. They're super great people on and off the field. But one of my most favorite memories is probably when I won intramural sport. I love intramural, so winning that was super great. But just the support that I have from really the football and the soccer team are who I'm closest to. And when I won homecoming, they were the best supporters. They were there for me all the way. And just being around them has been the best thing for me. I did see a cool photo. You got the Gatorade bath. Well, excuse me, we're a coach school, so a Powerade bath by the football team. That had to be special. No, that was literally my favorite part of the day. The football team is definitely some of the best people that I've met here. Sometimes people could think they're super intimidating and scary, but they're the best people, and just to be there with them in that moment when I found out was just forever going to be dear in my heart. They're the best people. I want to give you a chance now to kind of thank everyone that you want to thank, that you have a chance to. And then also after that, there could be some people out there that maybe think, do I want to go to ICC next year? Do I want to go somewhere else? What would you tell them to come to ICC? So for sure, like I've said multiple times, ICC is the best place. There's plenty of community colleges around, but this one is one that feels like home. It's just the best place. Everything from Dr. Allen being the president to the person that mows the grass. Like, they're all there and just smiling and waving, just happy to see you here, and they want the best for you. And I think that's the best thing.
Awesome. And then anybody want to thank? I know you may feel like you may leave someone out, but just kind of off the cuff, just some people you'd like to thank for this moment.
Yeah, so definitely my parents. I know that's, what a lot of people think, but my parents have been here and they've spent the money and the hours, and they've just been there for every step and told me if I got it, it was great, and if I didn't, it's still good. All the staff that was here that just kind of supported me too, that told me I was going to be okay. And then each sports team, they were there. And I know that's kind of bad to say that I was, supported by them per se, but I'm very close to them, and to have each sporting team behind me. And then there's a few close friends that was just super great too.
Absolutely. Well, I know you're going to do a great job representing us as Queen. We appreciate you taking time out of your day. I know it's a busy week for you, but we look forward to Thursday and you getting that crown.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back more of the ICC Hour right after this.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni. Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. 'Cause if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah!
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set to start the second half of play here from Mississippi Delta. ICC leading at 38-14 here at the break. And guys, real quick before we get set for the second half of play, as the referees are now coming to the field, your thoughts on what the Indians need to do or continue to do to be successful here in the second half?
I think you said the right word there, continue, and it's keeping up the work that they've been doing, but build on it. Don't be complacent. Let's not be satisfied with what we've done. Let's take what we've got and build on what we've done, continue to build that confidence, hopefully to continue to keep this lead, Mr. Ingram, and build on what we need to do to be good to go into next week when we go back home for our homecoming.
No doubt about it. You made a good point there, Brad. Don't be complacent. You got to still be aggressive. Come out there and play hard. We do have a nice lead, 38-14, but, hey, we got another half to play, and we need to come out and play hard. And we're going to receive the kickoff. Hopefully we can move the ball down the field. But let's be honest, had a very, very good first half. I think Adam, offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. Everything came to play. The Indians did have a couple of turnovers, but converted one of those turnovers into a turnover for Delta. Take that one extra turnover away, and Delta only has 7 points on the board here in the first half. So Indians looking sharp as we're getting ready for the start of the second half of play with this First American National Bank opening kickoff. And this one is going to be hit and roll into the back of the end zone. Easily could have thrown a flag on offsides as there was a guy about 3 yards down the field before the ball was kicked. But the referee looked at the coach from Delta and just shrugged his shoulder and said, play on. So the Indians will have it first down and 10, being brought to you by Davis Ford. We do invite you to visit DavisFordSales.com. You can experience the Davis Ford difference there, but if you'd like to see them in person, 904 West Main Street is where you go. And, Brad, I know you've been over there a few times. Check those folks out.
I have. Tab's been good to me, and again, you go over there, and I challenge you to go over there and challenge Tab, but Tab's going to have what you need.
So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Indians. Parker, still your quarterback. Watts is your running back. Two receivers on both sides of the football here. Parker takes the snap. Pressure coming from the backside. Spins away from it, but eventually will get sacked. And nice pressure coming off the edge there was number 22, Anthony Brown, for the Trojans.
Give them credit, Adam. You know, they're down 38-14. They're still playing hard here. First play from scrimmage, we lose 2 yards. Second down and 12. We got the ball at our own 23-yard line.
Held on to it there too long, Mr. Ingram. Again, that play was not meant to develop or was not going to develop deep. He had some short routes there that he should have gone ahead and dumped it off to.
So second down and 12 to go here for the Indians. Parker gets it now. Now he's going to dial up, going down the middle. It's got a man, but just too strong on that one. And now it's going to bring up a third down and long situation. So if you're Mississippi Delta, this is what you wanted to do, just force the Indians into a third down and long conversion down here to see if you can't get the ball in pretty good field position of your own.
No doubt about it, Adam. We're up 38-14, but this is 3rd and 12. Possession down. We got the ball at our own 23-yard line. You got to believe we're going to try to throw the ball here. Maybe we can hit a slant pattern and pick up the yardage.
The Indians are throwing into the wind here in the third quarter. Parker dropping back. Plenty of pressure now. Throws upfield, and there was a man in the area. They're trying to set up the screen, but Delta read that one nicely. And a good start to the second half here for the Trojans, coming up with a stop and forcing the Indians to line up in a Little Caesars punt.
3 and out, Brad. I don't remember 3 and out in the first half that the Indians had. We moved the ball pretty well in the first half, evidenced by our 38 points. But give Delta credit, stopping us here the first part of the third quarter.
So it'll be a Little Caesars punt coming up here. Price Nixon gets the snap and puts a foot into this one. That wind just knocked that one down, but it's going to take an ICC roll. Delta player picked it up, and risky play there as ICC wrapped him up as soon as he touched it. If that one would have slipped out of his hands, nothing but white shirts around, could have been a scoop and score for the Indians.
Yeah, he took a little too much time, I'm sure, than Delta wanted him to take to scoop that one up, and it rolled around there for a little bit. ICC was close to getting down there on that ball. So, again, risky, but, you know, they got the ball here. You're looking at Delta in the field position about the 36-yard line now. Of their own 36-yard line, that is.
Good job, our punt team, Adam. I believe Wade Cannon got down there and made the tackle for the Indians.
So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Trojans. Hands off in the backfield. Now he's going to try to reverse field, see what he can find there. The Indians come in, can't collapse on him, and makes the nice play. Just looking like old school Archie Manning there, just running all over the place. And it's going to gain about 8 on the play, so it'll be a second down and 2.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. The play was coming to on the right side of Delta's line. ICC did a great job stopping it. He reversed it. We missed a tackle on that side, too.
Now Delta dropping back to pass. And it's going to be intercepted by the Indians. And ICC comes away. And then they fumble it at the end. Are they able to hold on to it?
I think Oliver got the ball back, who made the interception.
So let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. You said it. Phil Oliver just stepped in front of that one, picked it off, and returned it about 6-7 yards. And luckily for the Indians, ICC was able to fall back on top of it at the end of the play, and they'll have it first and 10.
Yeah, linebacker Oliver there was able to drop back into zone coverage right there, and quarterback threw into that zone coverage, and Oliver was there, read it correctly, and was able to pick it off for the interception. Now ICC starts on Delta's 39-yard line.
Guys, I got a special friend up here. This is Jim Laycock, the executive director of their foundation, Adam, and his daughter, Hannah, was on the homecoming court, and we're always glad to be here, Jim. We're having a good time here. I'm sorry we're winning the game. We're glad we're winning the game, but a beautiful day, very hospitable, and we're glad to see your daughter on the field.
Well, that first pass falls incomplete, so it'll be a second down and 10 situation here for the Indians. As the ball is going to be marked at the 39-yard line, this is going to be a toss out to Brooks, and Brooks, the turf monster, got him.
Yeah, it was a tough pass to catch. He was able to reel it in, but it was a high, and there was no lead on it, Adam, again from Parker, so he was able to bring it down. You're looking at a third down now.
Loss of 3.
Loss of 3 there, so 3rd and 12 with 12 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
So the Indians' offense is sputtering a little bit here to start the second half of play after putting 38 on the board in the first half. So ICC going to try to find something here, see if they can keep this drive alive with a 3rd down and 13. Parker dropping back, plenty of time to throw. Pump fakes, pocket collapse around him. Now he throws on the run, going to be a jump ball, and it's going to float out of bounds. And just the simple fact that he was able to throw the ball that far downfield, kind of jumping when he threw it that time, and pass falls incomplete, though. It'll be 4th down and 13.
Yeah, I think he's holding it too long. I mean, they should have gone ahead and gotten rid of it. There was, again, some openings down there that he could have gotten rid of it. Would they have gotten the 1st down? Not sure on those pass routes, but should have gotten rid of it a little quicker, and the play would have developed. It could have developed into something more than what it did. So now we're looking at 4th down, punting situation, and our punter fumbled the snap. Was able to get rid of it.
Able to get a side kick off of it, and it's going to get out right about the 26, 27-yard line. But, yeah, I'm like you. I think he might have hit the panic button. Actually going to mark it at the 20, 21 maybe. That's a break for the Indians. I never understood how just math doesn't come into play there. The ball lands 3 yards out of bounds, and it hits at the 21. So that means it had to angle 2 yards unless it just went out and took a hard right when it got out there. So, but you see most places mark the ball where it hits out of bounds versus taking into account the fact that it has to travel out of bounds to hit that spot.
Exactly. No, you're 100% correct there. And Mr. Ingram left us for a little bit because
Yes,
he doesn't like us.
No, I was visiting with their executive director of their foundation, friend of ours, Jim Acock.
Just wanted to call that out to the people at
I
home who couldn't
appreciate
see
that.
it.
So quick little toss forward there on the play, and it's going to go positive for about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain there. Gets the ball out near the 25-yard line. Going to be a 2nd down. Let's call it 7 situation now here for Delta.
You know, Jim is a friend of ours, but we definitely want to win this ball game. But I wanted to tell him congratulations, his daughter being in the homecoming.
Well, I got confused when you told him you were sorry we were winning.
I shouldn't have said it that way. I'm glad we were winning. I'm sorry for him.
Quarterback drops back. He's got a pass out in the flats, and it's tipped around and caught. Intercepted by the Indians.
What a play right there on by Ray, Jermaine Ray. Heck of a play. Came up. It was a high pass over the receiver's head. He was able to jump it and jumped up and caught that, Mr. Ingram, bobbled it for a minute, and then still was able to come down with it.
Great play. And the wind caught that ball because it fluttered there at the end. Good play by Ray. 1st and 10 Indians at Delta's 34-yard line. 11:42 left in the 3rd period. Indians 38, Trojans 14.
That's going to be an early nominee for next week's What a Play Wednesday there for sure. You can visit our YouTube page, Let's Go ICC. Type in What a Play Wednesday, or just search the hashtag What a Play Wednesday on your favorite social media outlet to see our top play of the week each week, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Parker going to drop back, plenty of time to throw. Pocket collapse, and now he's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a sack. And Brad, I'm like you. I think he's thinking long ball each time he's stepping in there to pass, not looking for these check down routes.
Again, he had some protection there, long enough protection to get the ball out of his hands, Mr. Ingram, and not take that loss that he took. This is what's happened since he's come back out this second half. I don't know what's happening. Again, I don't know the mindset. He's holding the ball too long. Yes, those deep passes are going to happen, but you've got to let those develop. You can't hit the deep pass every time.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15 now here for the Indians. They lead it 38-14. ICC going to keep it on the ground to Watts. Watts makes one man miss, then makes a move back towards the middle, and it's going to be a gain of about 2 on the play for Watts.
We got a little of that back, but we're still not back to the original line of scrimmage. We're looking at a 3rd and 14, basically. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
As Brad mentioned, 10-14, and the clock is running. 38-14, Indians up on Delta. At Delta's homecoming, very unusual time today, Adam. We started the game at 2:30 today. Hey, we're the only game on right now. All the other games are tonight, so listen to us, watch us today.
So 3rd down and 13. Parker dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Unloads,
Good
and
pass.
is it caught? Yeah,
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Just in and out of the hands.
No,
they said they caught it.
He caught it. What a pass right there. It was just perfect enough that it was over that defensive back. And I know you saw that right into the hands of our guy. He stepped back. Now, that was a good throw right there.
Well, one official said incomplete. The other one ran in and marked it complete. And so it will be a 1st down and 10 with the ball marked at the 11. Watt spinning, diving. Does he get in? No. Going to be down to 1. So it'll be first and goal here for the Indians.
I would like to see the replay if we ever could on that pass right there.
No doubt.
It was he placed it perfectly, though.
And Nazarius Smith, I know, went over 100 yards receiving because that was a 25, 30-yard pass in, Brad. So he's well over 100 yards for the day.
And so it'll be a first down and goal situation here for the Indians. And it's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Watt steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians.
Well, great answer right there. Offense sputtered a couple of times coming out this second half. So great answer by the Indians. That's what we needed to come back with it. The defense has come out and done their job the past 2 or 3 times here in this second half. So good job by the offense. 44-14 right now without the extra point. Extra points lining up to be kicked now. Got 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to go to third.
So winning this extra point here as it's Bryce Nixon to step into this one. Drills it through, and it's good. Well, Brad, you want to see that instant replay on that catch. Let's see if we can pull that up here for you real quick as Mr. Jim's just throwing his headsets down. He's leaving.
I don't know what's going on with Mr. Ingram this second half here. He got shook up or something.
Well, let's look at the instant replay here of that play you were just talking about, Brad, as yes, it was an impressive catch and eventually set up the touchdown run here, as you'll see Parker dropping back. And, you kind of missed it on the camera there, but it was between 2 defenders. And, man, Smith has just been locked in over the past few weeks. And, big game for Smith. It'll be interesting to get those stats at the end of the day on Smith's numbers.
Well, he's walked out on us. He's thrown his headsets down. I don't know what's next. I'm getting a little nervous up here, Adam.
Oh, me.
So it'll be another First American National Bank kickoff coming here for the Indians. As this is Shane Lasher set to tee this one off after that 1-yard touchdown run by Eric Watts.
Did you see the offensive coordinator for the Bills throw the fit last week after they lost to the Dolphins in the booth?
Very similar to what Jim did.
Well, I'm afraid Mr. Jim's fixing to do Mr. Hanger. I mean, he's going to sling something in a minute.
Guys, if we're up 45-14, I'm not throwing anything, okay? I'm not going to throw anything.
So Delta getting a late substitution on the field here, and it's going to be another one of those short kicks taken at the 20 here by the Trojans, as they're going to sneak up one of their top return men to the 20 that time, as it was Cavett that returns that one out near the 40-yard line. Well, I'll tell you what, Brad, if you're worried about that, I got a guy that can help you out in this situation. That's going to be your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. For all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or in your case, life, give State Farm insurance agent Brandon Poland a call at 862-9648. That's 862-9648. He'll be glad to give you a free quote on any of your insurance needs today.
They got a T-shirt thing down there, and that shooting T-shirts out, little T-shirt gun thing, and I think that's what Mr. Ingram was wanting. What a play right there by the ICC defense. Number 41 there blew through. Dontavius Allen, the linebacker, blew through the middle and was able to basically, he was back there when the handoff took place, and Delta took a loss on that of 4, looks like 5.
Yeah, knocked him back there. A nice play, as you said, and ICC's defense kind of waking up a little bit. They are a little sluggish out of the gate coming into the second half, but have been solid ever since. But Delta's always seemed to have an answer waiting for us there. So it's going to be second down, and let's call it 15. Going to try to go for the screen pass, another play.
Great job. I'm loving the aggressiveness now that I'm seeing on defense right now, Mr. Ingram. I mean, this second half, this defense has really, that confidence we've talked about. They've gotten the interceptions this time. They are really, really showing this aggressiveness that I wanted to see from the get-go.
No doubt about it. What a great play. I believe that's Wadley, the freshman defensive back from Oxford, Mississippi, came up for another loss, Adam.
Yeah, it's going to be third down and about 18 here for the Trojans, going the wrong way. ICC's defense needs to step up and get another big stop here. Looking for the screen pass, and they overthrew it. ICC read that one nicely, realized that it was a screen pass, adjusted by continuing the pressure at the quarterback, but get his hands in the air and changing the direction of the ball on the pass.
Yeah, another great job by ICC's defense.
Great job by defense.
Yeah. So fourth down, 4th and 18, very long for Delta here on their 29, so they're forced to punt again.
You know, our linebackers, everybody's played well on defense, but Oliver and Pack jump out at me, really playing well today for our ICC defense, both of them playing linebacker.
So another Little Caesars punt coming up here for Delta. Wind is at his back here. So, and again, Trojans not get enough guys on the field in enough time here, and they're going to burn a timeout, or it's going to be a delay of game. And they're going to take the delay of game here. So back them up 5 more yards, and just not what you're looking for there if you're Delta. You got the good start to start the third quarter here, but eventually ICC was able to get things going back their way. They lead at 45-14 here in the third quarter. So waiting for this Little Caesar snap, and I said the wind was behind him. Now the wind is really behind him. And a shank kick, though, as this one's going to hit and nearly hit one of the Delta players flying down the field. So it's going to be down at about the 38-yard line where ICC will have it 1st and 10. Guys, ICC really didn't send a whole lot that time. Sanford had plenty of time to kick, but I think it's all the previous pressure they put on and caused him to rush that kick that time. C.J. Adams checking in, watching this one back in Fulton.
So, Jay, he's in with us?
It's either C.J. or Lee J.
I know it's C.J.
C.J. But he's saying he's seen Mr. Jim act like that before, so you guys better be careful.
Well, I didn't want to say anything. It was kind of embarrassing to me up here in the Delta.
I'll try to straighten up. I'm
a little nervous and embarrassed.
So the Indians going to keep it on the ground to Watts here as Delta, big time hit. And he's going to drive him back for a loss of about 1 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down and 11 now here for the Indians.
Yeah, they returned the favor there. Their defense coming out right there with a little emotion and aggression too, and returning the favor for some of those hits that we have placed here in the second half. So a loss on that play of 1. So you're looking at a 2nd and 11, as Adam said.
Jim, your boss, Michael Upton, saying, don't make him come down here. You better settle down.
I'm going to straighten up, Michael. I promise.
And the Indians going for the screen pass there and just taking his eyes off the prize.
That was the first mistake Smith made all day. I think that was Smith.
Yep, it was intended for Smith. And I tell you what, if he drops that pass but still has the game he has so far, perfectly okay with it.
No problem, especially when you're up 45-14. That helps.
Well, I would take a spin around the league and take a look at some of the scores going on right now, but we're still 3.5 hours or 3 hours away from most kickoffs. So it'll be a third down and 11 now here for the Indians. ICC looking to the sideline. 3 receivers here on the near side. Smith all alone on the far side. You've got Brooks in the backfield to the right of Parker, your quarterback. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. And maybe a little miscommunication. Was looking for that stop route out of Smith. Smith kept going, so now it'll be a Little Caesars punt situation coming up here for the Indians.
Well, the good thing, Adam, is as our president, Dr. Allen, always says, when we go away to football games, normally kicking off at 6:30 or 7, he doesn't get to go to bed that night.
Yeah.
We should be able to go to bed tonight.
Yes.
Should
get home at a decent
since we're finishing
hour.
early. Yeah.
Correct.
And we do have volleyball tomorrow at 5 o'clock right back here on the Red Channel, so you want to be sure and tune in for that. Snaps a good one on the Little Caesars punt, and a booming kick into the wind is going to take and hit, and looks like Jim Sandwedge back up 10 yards as it's going to be down to the 32-yard line there. So Delta comes up with the stops. If you're a Trojan fan right now, you want to see something positive offensively going, but last time they had a negative 10 yards on the total offensive attempts. So want to see right now, but if you're ICC, keep up that pressure because they have been dialed in on the last couple of drives.
Yeah, that defense has really, really been tuned in here. Again, a lot of aggression. They're flying around out there, going to the ball and just attacking the ball. So very impressed with what I've seen thus far in the second half and at the end of this first half with ICC's defense. So great job thus far.
45-14, ICC with the lead, and the Indians defense stacked that one up nicely.
No gain there. Well, they're gave him a yard. Yeah, might as well.
You know, Musselwhite got in there and made that tackle. And, again, this is our second-team defensive line and second-team 4 linebackers. And they played a lot today. We're developing depth on the defensive line at linebackers, doing a good job today.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 here. Guys, how much time's left?
Be 6 minutes, 15, 14, 13, 12. Do you want me to keep going?
Keep going if you don't mind.
It's close enough.
So 2nd down and 9. Pass out to the flat, and just in and out of the hands of the receiver there. And you kind of looked at the way his reaction was to the quarterback. He wanted to keep leading him forward there, and just a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver fairly that time. It'd bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, I found a little hole in that zone coverage back there, but, again, was not able to connect. So, as you said, 3rd and 9. the clock did stop, 6 minutes, 4 seconds left.
So Delta with the football, trailing 45-14 here in the third quarter. And this is going to be a handoff to the running back in the backfield. Slips a tackle, still able to go forward. Still going forward and gets the first down.
Well, we had a hand on him back there at the line. Did all he could and held on. Had a piece of a jersey. Kudos to the Delta running back right there. Did a great job of turning nothing into something. And not only something, but a first down.
Yeah, needed 9, got 10, did Davion Little. A very impressive run. Probably about 5 of those 10 yards coming with guys on top of him. And we're going to have a official timeout here in ICC. I believe is going to take a timeout because one of their players' helmet came off that time.
Mm-hmm.
Had to sub out in that situation, and Coach Ken a little upset that they did not get an opportunity to get the substitution in the game. Let's take the quick timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of that timeout. ICC with a 45-14 lead here. Homecoming in the Delta as Mississippi Delta with the ball with the first down and 10 out of that timeout. Ball is going to be spotted at the 44-yard line. Man in motion going to the far side of the field, and yep. False start on the offense there. And back them up 5 more yards in this situation. Guys, we've seen that with ICC this year, and not so much today, but every time Delta has had something going positive here in the second half, a penalty. Just one of those mental mistakes that's kind of set them back.
Yeah, and that's what we had hoped we would move past some of that. I know Coach Cannon wanted the group to grow and move past some of that, and so far today we have.
So first down and 15 here for the Trojans. Handoff in the backfield.
Wow.
Indians are there.
I mean, that's the second time I know, of course, Jalen Rush has been back there, but that's our defensive line penetrating, and, I mean, they're handing the ball off as we're making the tackle right now. So that's tough. They're, us blowing through that offensive line, and they're just not getting any protection as of right now on the run right there from their O-line.
Good job. Jalen Rush, 6 foot, 260, and is quick on that defensive line.
Second down and 21. Trouble. Lobs this one up. It's just going to be a jump ball. More pressure by the Indians, causing some issues there as the ball is just thrown away and out of bounds. And it'll bring up a third down and 21.
Yeah, great job by the defense. We put pressure on him. We sent some extra guys in, and he had to get rid of it. He was on his back foot throwing that ball, and no chance for a completion.
So third down and long possession down here for the Trojans. And, again, Fairley you got to think it's going to be your number one target, but they're going to line up Fairley and Cavett on the both sides, far side of the field. There's their top 2 receivers that they've targeted today. Play clock is down to 5 seconds. And they get the snap off with 2. Going to try to set up the screen, and he heard footsteps coming. In and out of the hands that time, trying to set up the screen. The pass falls incomplete. It'll be fourth down and long, so you feel like this will be another Little Caesars punting situation coming up here for the Trojans.
Yeah, great job. I mean, we continue to commend the ICC defense with the enthusiasm that they're showing and the aggression that they're showing in this second half, and that's what they're doing. And it's blowing up plays, and it's keeping them from making any. And, of course, they have had some mistakes they've made on their own, but, again, ICC's been able to capitalize. 4th and 21, you got 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Snap is away. Kicker takes his time this time, and a good one. ICC is going to take it right about the 25-yard line, cuts across the middle, gets out to the 40, still going, and down to about thought he was down almost at the 45, but somehow squeaks out, gets the ball out to the 50. Nice return.
Was that Mosley?
I believe it was. We'll take a look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay here as Yes, that was Mosley on the return, and somehow when he got to the 45, you'll see it right here, and he spins and doesn't hit the ground and then pops up and gets the ball out to the 50. That was a great return there for the Indians.
Great field position. You mentioned, Adam. We got the ball at midfield. We're winning 45-14. We have 4:48 left in the third period.
So it will be a first down and 10 situation here. Handoff is going to be to Watts to the far side of the field. Cuts through traffic and should be enough for a first down.
That was Smith's first snap at quarterback. He just received the snap right there. Going to run a little second string because, again, he's our backup quarterback who is our receiver who's had a heck of a day. But should Parker right now, today, get hurt or whatever, maybe in the future, then Smith's the one coming in. So he's taking some snaps back there.
Good decision. There's no reason to play Red Parker right now. We've got a big lead, 45-14. Let's try another quarterback. Good decision.
There's going to be a give to Watts. Oh, just a step away from a big run there. Nice open field tackle by the Trojans. When you're getting ready to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready to make a move to your forever home, call Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy at 842-3844. That's 842-3844 to discuss your next move. Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Gain of 2 on that previous run by Watts. And now it's going to be a give to Brooks. Brooks going to try to get to the outside. Now cuts it up. Has plenty of room. Lowers his head. Lowers the boom. And gets the big carry.
Great job of the right side of the offensive line, Mr. Ingram, to seal off that right side totally where it gave Brooks a lot of room to run.
No doubt. And when you see Brooks break the line of scrimmage, get a head of steam in that corner, and he's 5'10", 225, 185-pound defensive back, does not want to hit him.
And so it'll be a first down and 10 situation here for the Indians. Ball appears to be right about the 18-yard line is where ICC will have it, knocking on the door, leading 45-14 here in the third quarter. Smith, first time to throw. Goes down the sideline, jump ball. Does he keep a foot in? No, he does not. And the pass falls incomplete as it was intended for Sangren, and Sangren is down on the field.
A little shaking up down there. That was not a bad pass at all right there, Mr. Ingram.
Well, injury time on the field. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see Sangren that time. May have just, like you said, rolled over on top of the football and was able to pop up and quickly head back to the sideline. Second down and 10 now here for the Indians. They're up 45-14 here at Mississippi Delta. Smith is going to stay in at quarterback. Now follows his blocks, gets to the outside. It's hit hard, spun out of bounds. And that'll be a solid pickup, bringing up a third down and short situation here for the Indians.
Yeah, good hit right there, but I'm like you, it was a great solid pickup. Smith, I think it was a called QB, basically QB run out to the right side of the line over there. Again, we did a good job of sealing that out, Mr. Ingram, and so Smith's got some wheels behind him, so good job. It brings up a 3rd and 4, 3rd and short.
Right, he got 6-7 yards. Good job by Smith. Good blocking by the interior offensive line.
This time it's going to be a handoff to Watts. He's going to go to the far side of the field. Tries to cut back up. Isn't going to get it, and it's going to be short by about a yard, yard and a half. So it'll be fourth down and short situation here. We'll see if ICC elects to kick this one or if they're going to go for it here on fourth down. I like it. Go for it here. Sangren is back in the game here for the Indians.
You got a 3rd and 2. I mean, excuse me,
4th and 2. 4th and 2.
So Brooks back in too.
Smith still your quarterback. As ICC is going to bunch it up here and see if they can.
Are
they going to get a free play here?
It's a free play.
It's a free.
Oh, actually, blow it dead. That's encroachment, I believe.
Yeah, they made contact with the lineman, so that one is going to blow it dead there.
Using that big word again.
I'm sorry.
Golly.
I don't know what it means. I just heard it, so I just use it every now and then.
So that will move the chains. for another first down here for Davis Ford. And I tell you what, we've seen the many faces of Mr. Jim today. The good times, the best of times, and the worst of times. And,
appreciate that.
And then even big words.
Big words that I don't know what they mean. Hopefully they're not bad words, so I'm just using them.
Outside my vocabulary.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to put him back in y'all's van on the way home, Brad. He's hard to handle now.
First and goal, guys, off the 5-yard line.
So the Indians with it, going to hand off to Brooks right up the middle. He's rumbling, stumbling, bumbling forward, and gets it down to the 1-yard line. We're to be second and goal here for the Indians.
Yeah, good job there. Offensive line did a good job of getting push right up front, right there. Able to gain a few yards and put us right there with a second down and one, if you want to call it that, here but goal to go.
So, yeah, it's going to be in between the 1 and 2 yard line. So
1 minute left here in the third quarter.
So ICC to the line of scrimmage here. Second down and goal. Give us to Brooks one more time, and I don't think he got in. He did not. Strong push there by that defensive line of Delta. So it'll be third and goal, and a gain of 1 on the play. So it'll be third and goal now from the 1.
Give Delta credit, guys. Y'all, ICC is dominating this game up 45-14, but Delta is still playing hard. Give them a lot of credit.
And ICC is going to have to snap this ball because the play clock is a little ahead of the scoreboard.
And it's going to be Smith this time on the keeper, and a nice read there by Delta to hit him back for a loss on the play. And it'll be a 4th and long to go when we come back probably here for the fourth quarter. As a loss of 4 on the play and make it 4th and goal from the 5.
Yeah, they should. This will run the game.
Yeah, we're going down to the fourth quarter here, guys.
We're going to take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with the fourth quarter. ICC leads at 45-14 here at Mississippi Delta.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. ICC leading this one.
It's going to kick it
45-14. So they are going to let the kick it here.
About a 21-yard attempt.
And is this Lasher?
Yes, sir.
So Lasher on to attempt the extra point here for the field goal here for ICC. As Jim mentioned, a 21-yard attempt. Snaps a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So ICC adds 3 more to the board, and they lead this one 48-14. We're going to keep it here just coming into the fourth quarter, coming out of that break. And, guys, the Indians have come out today, established themselves early, and been able to take care of business here in the Delta.
Yeah, definitely. And, again, loving to see the enthusiasm and the intensity that has come out the second half. Again, allowing even, as Mr. Ingram mentioned, some folks, some of our second stringers who haven't gotten snaps, haven't seen a lot of playing time, but now they're getting to see some, as well as even seeing Smith getting some playing time back there behind center.
You know, Brad, we don't mention this enough, but the job, of course, Adam and his team does. We appreciate people watching the game, listening to the game on the radio. This is unusual. It's 2:30 a day. But we got about 50 or 60 people that drove here today, Thursday afternoon, 2:30. Our ICC fans, thank you for coming to the ball game.
Yeah, and again, I thank you to that Delta cheerleader down there. I don't know how he did it, but he just did, I don't know how many, it's probably something you could do, but he jumped in the air and did Mr. Ingram's I mean, how many he did that?
What you call it earlier,
50
twirly
times.
bird?
Yeah, but this time he was jumping up, straight. I mean, and he touched his
Burpees.
feet.
Brad, you're really impressed with their
I
cheerleaders
am.
today.
I'm telling you, this is amazing to me. I just wish they had some fire. I like it when people use fire.
Well, this first American.
Maybe that'll come up in the fourth quarter.
This First American National Bank kickoff goes into the back of the end zone. ICC fans, show your school spirit with First American National Bank's exclusive ICC debit card. Visit famb.bank for more information.
Adam, I'm trying to brag on our fans, and and Brad's talking about cheerleaders again. I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, it was impressive down there. They was. Very impressive.
But we would love to see those same fans come out next
That's
Thursday
right.
as we'll have homecoming festivities starting all day. We'll have the pep rally right around lunch, and then we'll name the new fitness center at 3 o'clock for Coach Kerry Ball Williamson. We'll have our athletic and alumni
alumnus of the year
and athletic Hall of Fame inductees at 4 o'clock. There's another one going on, Donnie Bell.
Yep.
Forget what that one, distinguished
alum.
Yeah, distinguished alum going on there as well. And then eventually we'll work our way to the field. It'll be a 6:30 kickoff against Holmes there for homecoming. Of course, our homecoming festivities will be at halftime there as well. So come out. I'll tell you what, about 11:30, come on campus, hang out the rest of the day. Jim will show you around.
We'll feed you, no doubt.
Second down and 9 to go here for Delta. Dropping back to pass. They're looking to go downfield, and nobody there that time, as just a little bit too far as Fairley was the intended receiver. So to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, good coverage right there by ICC on the corner there. That was 34. That's Jermaine Ray. Good coverage. Deep pass is all they could do, just overthrew him. So, again, good job by ICC defense.
You're right, Brad. We got a little help from the safety also on that coverage.
This time it's going to be a handoff, see if they can catch ICC asleep a little bit that time. Indians tack them up, make the play, and should be another punting situation here for the Trojans.
Got a 4th down here, and I believe 6. Says 5 there.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with 6 on that one.
I like 6 better.
So it will be a 4th and long situation here for the Trojans as they will be kicking this one away. Back to receive for the Indians is number 26, Mosley, set to return this Little Caesars punt. He'll be staring back into the sun on this one, so we'll see if that one comes into play here.
And he's kicking against the wind, Adam.
ICC's been close a couple of times today to blocking some kicks, but not bringing any pressure this time. Nice kick, end-over-end kick's going to hit and roll and take a Delta roll, and it's going to be down right about the 34-yard line is where ICC will have it with a Davis Ford 1st down. Well, the Delta player who downed the football did the gritty on the way to the sideline after that.
Trying to figure out, hey, he did a good job. He downed the football.
Well, the reason I bring that up is, Jim, I know one thing you're extremely excited for is the dance that's going on after the game here at Delta. And I got it on good measure that some people say that's the only reason why you came down here.
It's not true.
Was to go to the dance.
I came down here to be with you guys, enjoy doing this game together, and I do not plan to go to the dance.
Although you did get mad a couple of times.
Besides that, I'm okay.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. It's going to be a handoff. New running back in the game here for the Indians. That's going to be number 30.
Roderick Patterson.
That's Patterson, and Patterson has popped right at the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him credit for a gain of 1.
Yeah, and Patterson's out of Nettleton. We saw a little bit of him last week at Northwest, so he's getting a few carries here today, and you still have looks like I think it's
Smith back in there.
Okay, it is still Smith.
Yes,
Let's make
sir.
sure. Still got Smith taking snaps.
Smith, still your quarterback, goes for the hard snap count. Delta does not jump. 2nd down and 9. Here in the 4th quarter, ICC leading this one 48-14. Homecoming here at Mississippi Delta. Indians checking the play at the line of scrimmage. The play clock down to 2 seconds, and not going to be able to get the play off. And it's going to be a delay of game on the Indians.
Well, that's just one of those lessons you learn as a backup quarterback, you know, and that's part of it, you know, and that's things that you can learn, and that's the good thing about being up 48-14. You're able to bring those players in, and they can learn some of these lessons if they happen to be brought into a different scenario.
No, and also Azaria Smith is our leading receiver today, playing backup quarterback for us today.
Will Bunch checking in, loving what he's seeing out of the Indians today here as they lead it 48-14 in the 4th quarter, trying to hold on for the win here as Smith drops back, pressure off the corner. Now steps up, wants to throw, and it's going to be picked off. And it's going to be possibly returned for the touchdown, and it will be. About a 40-yard touchdown return for the touchdown. And a big play there by the Trojans.
Well, again, Smith learning lessons back there. Trying to do a little too much there. He either should have tucked it and ran and kept and held on to the ball or thrown it out of bounds. But either way, he's trying to make a play happen. Another lesson learned as a backup, and so pick six. That's a tough lesson. That one's a little harder one to swallow right there.
So the touchdown makes it a 48-20 contest, awaiting the extra point here from Delta as they're running some guys late onto the field here. Not enough guys getting ready to come on the kicking team, but now set to go. Plenty of time on the play clock, still 18 seconds. So awaiting this extra point here. Klein on to attempt to kick. Snaps high, the kick is up, nearly blocked by the Indians, and the kick is good. 48-21, ICC with the lead. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
12:05.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as ICC takes a 48-21 lead with 12:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. ICC getting set to receive this First American National Bank kickoff today. And I tell you what, Tommy has loved the fact that these two teams have combined to score this many points, because that means he gets his sponsorship mentioned more and more each throughout the game.
No doubt, already at 69 points total for the ball game.
So awaiting this First American National Bank kickoff, a good one. And fair catch is called and taken by the Indians. And that was one of those where Nick Fortune, I don't think, just wanted to return the football. He just caught it as it was in the air and caught it. And guys, he could have ran easily up to about the 35 before even meeting a Delta player.
I agree with you. I think Nick just made a little bit of a mistake there.
So it will be a first down and 10 here, brought to you by Davis Ford. We do want to talk about our sponsors: Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent, Ricky Murphy, Max Holmes, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Samstown Market, and Manatee. We've also got State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, and the ICC Foundation Alumni Association. And this broadcast also made available thanks to sponsors or donations to the Indian Club, to the sports information part of the Indian Club, by viewers like you. There is a player down on the field for the Indians. Entry timeout. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Samstown Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of that timeout. Good to see number 63, Eddie Lewis, for ICC, shaking up a play, but able to completely walk off on his own power there, as it took a little while to get the big man up. So good to see that he was able to walk to the sideline on his own. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now here for the Indians. They lead at 48-21. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield. ICC trying to weave their way through traffic, and that's going to be a carry there by Taylor. First time we've seen, or excuse me, was that Watts?
It's
Watts. Watts on the carry. No gain on the play. Guys, this is one of those situations where ICC is kind of just tipping their cap to Delta, saying we're going to keep it on the ground.
Yep.
And see what we can do here. Now, 3rd down and 10, you feel like it'll be a pass situation here to just try to keep the drive alive. But for the most part, they're just running off corner on each play.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, not trying to discredit anything from Delta, but that was not a good job of blocking by Etowampa right there on the edge.
So 3rd down and 10. Smith is going to keep this time. We're going to try to get to the outside. Breaks it forward and is not going to be close to the 1st down. Will be a gain of about 7 on the play. So it should be another punting situation here for the Indians. And that will be the case here as Price Nixon jogs onto the field here. This Little Caesars punt. ICC fans, don't forget to download the Little Caesars app. You can do everything on that app. You can build a pizza, or you do everything but eat a pizza on that app, I guess I should say. You can even pay for it from the convenience of your phone. You get that QR code or that number to punch in. You can pick it up out of the pizza portal as well, right there on South Adams Street. Booming kick, and Nixon is hit and was asking for the flag but didn't get it, and still kind of begging towards the referees on why you're not going to get the flag. But unless it's just a really, really, really hard, blatant hit at 48-21, if you're going to run into him, 9 times out of 10 you ain't going to get that.
It was not a blatant hit. I watched it. Yeah. He might have got touched. He was trying to sell it, and the referee didn't buy it. I wouldn't have bought it either.
Man, Jim, you tough today.
Well, no, Price was putting on a good act. It didn't work.
Would you have bought it for $1?
No, I don't think so.
Would you have bought it for an extra 10 minutes for lunch today?
Yes, I would.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Trojans of Delta. ICC leads at 48-21, and there is stoppage on the field. I'll explain that 10 minutes for lunch. So we pull over. No, we don't pull over. We pull in to eat at an establishment chosen by our AD, Chad Case. And I look at the clock and say, oh, well, GPS said we're about 2 hours, 15 minutes away. Well, do the math. That'd put us here just before the broadcast. So I sit down and don't even give Brother Chris time to bless the food. I'm like, guys, eat. We're going to hit the road and go. And, well, we got here a lot quicker than the GPS said. So, I think that's what's really got Jim kind of in a cranky mood is the fact that
it's that.
I almost got left. Besides that, we won't talk about that. Brad said, no, he wasn't going to give me a ride, so I had to jump in the car as you were moving, but we made it.
You did. I said, run. You better run, and he did.
Well, now what he is doing, though, is he's planning at them, and he's thinking and knowing that y'all are going to stop somewhere on the way home for dinner, and you better let him take his time. Even if it takes him an hour and a half.
Here's the thing now. With Lee Adams driving on the way home, I've almost seen Lee and CJ get in a fight because Lee refused to stop until we got to Batesville. So after the timeout, ICC is going to be in the backfield and make the play.
And Jalen Rush again.
Jalen's played very well today. Very, very active at his defensive line.
So ICC leads this one 48-21. We do invite you to come back. Join us tomorrow at 5 o'clock here on the Red Channel for volleyball action. And then Thursday, we'll be right back here on the Red Channel, but we'll be back on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM for homecoming at ICC versus Holmes. That'll be a Davis Ford pregame show starting at 6, and a First American National Bank opening kick coming your way at 6:30.
Got a new quarterback in for Delta, y'all.
2nd down and 10, dropping back to pass. The pass is nearly picked off by the Indians. And so now to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Good job jumping that pass right there. That was Ivy, I think is who that was Ivy for the Indians. No, it wasn't. I was just kidding. That was Hobbs. So I was just playing with y'all. Neither one of y'all corrected me.
Make sure we was awake.
Yeah, and then
I wasn't.
Neither one of y'all got it. So Hobbs did a good job of jumping that pass, almost intercepted it. It would have been a diving catch, but that's still going to put them in a 3rd and 10 situation. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the 4th.
Indians up 48-21 over Delta. It's going to be a handoff, and the Indians just sniff that one out and stop it, and it'll be a 4th down and long situation. Let's see if they give them no gain on the play. So it'll be 4th and 10 here for the Trojans. See if they elect to send on the punt unit, and it looks like they will be.
Guys, good job of Jarquez Ivy, the freshman linebacker from Amory, Mississippi, made the tackle. Getting a chance to play here today, and Jarquez took advantage of that opportunity and forced the Trojans to punt.
So taking their time, making the switch here is this punt being brought to you by Little Caesars. And Jim talking about how hungry he is. Well, Jim, let me tell you, they've got 100 crispy Old World pizza, Old World pepperonis on their new pizza. You can get it from $9.99 from 4 to 8 p.m. there in Fulton. And it will be a delay of game here against Mississippi Delta, so back them up.
I don't understand that.
8.5 minutes left in the ball game. ICC 48, the Trojans 21. Indians playing a complete game so far today, Brad.
Got Lee Adams on the sideline taking photos for ICCimages.com. Taylon Lane and Raphael Henry up top running the camera for today's broadcast as this punt hit high but into the wind, and it's going to hit and roll sideways and take a favorable bounce for Delta. But ICC will have great field position here on this possession. Well, guys, to be honest, ICC is just kind of put this thing away, so they're just trying to run the air out of the football.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is run the clock right now. We're up 48-21. We've talked about it. 8 minutes and change left in the ball game. Don't want to get anybody hurt here. There's no reason to throw the ball and give them the opportunity to pick it off. Get some younger kids in that don't get to play much, Brad, and run the football, see what we can do.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. Smith is still your quarterback. Watts is the running back to his right side. You've got an H-back in Brooks and 2 receivers here on the near side. Give is going to be to Watts right up the middle, and he's going to get out near the 45-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the carry there for Watts. Actually, going to spot him across the 45, so it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
And as you can see, we're huddling up, no rush. Take your time, running the clock. Good job by the Indians. Again, have the lead 48-21, have the football 7:50 left in the ball game.
So the Indians, as you said, being pretty methodical here, Mr. Jim. They come to the line of scrimmage with 15 seconds to go. Don't expect them to snap it until you get right about that 8 seconds, and they do. And the give is going to be to Watts once again, and he's going to have a pickup of about 2 on the play. And so it'll be a 3rd down and 3 situation coming up here for ICC. So it'll be a 3rd down and 3 situation here for the Indians. Once again, taking their time here.
Getting ready to go under 7 minutes here, Adam.
Smith gets the snap. He's going to keep it on his own now. Cuts it up the middle. Has the 1st down and then some. And that'll move the chains as he gets out near the 35-yard line and getting a little chippy out there, guys.
I saw that. That's the reason why I thought they would have said something about that.
Yeah, 'cause it happened right there in front of the referee on the sideline. And wasn't anything just too malicious, but it was a pretty good little shove after the play.
It was.
But
that's not anything Mr. Ingram hadn't done to us up here today.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Just copying my attitude up here. That's right.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. Smith is your quarterback. Give is going to be to Watts, and there's the Trojans in the backfield to stop him for a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play. Well, right now, if you're Delta, the defense is pretty easy. Just get after them on the ends because ICC is going to run the football and try to run this one out and get the victory and head back to Fulton.
Yeah, I mean, everybody here, even those people who aren't watching and haven't seen a lick of this game, know that we're going to run the ball.
No doubt about it.
It's a run defense scenario basically for Delta. So 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Clock's ticking down here in the fourth. ICC's lining up here on second down and 11.
Indians lead at 48-21 here in the fourth quarter. Give is going to be to Watts one more time. He spins off a tackler, but a nice job staying with him. A gain of 2 on the play. Bring up a third down and 9 here. Guys, that's the thing. If ICC can get past that original, or this first surge, if you will, of that defensive line, that secondary, if you can ever get past that, it's wide open. You can almost jog to the end zone. So it'll be a third down and 9. Once again, ICC looking to the sideline, going to run the play clock down as far as they can. Leading this one 48-21 here on homecoming at Mississippi Delta. Watt staying in at running back. Smith still your quarterback. H-back is Brooks. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Watts will get the handoff. Gets it to the outside. That's what we were just talking about. If you get past that surge, there's a lot of room to run, and just runs out of bounds.
Yeah, great job. You did mention that, and ICC did a good job of blocking up front on their D lineman and was able to create that running room there for Watts.
Yeah, if Watts is able to keep his balance, he jogs that one into the end zone, and ICC puts more points on the board. They lead at 48-21. It's now to be first and goal inside the 10 for the Indians.
Down to 4 minutes and 27 seconds at this point left in the fourth. ICC checking in and out some players there. Mr. Ingram kind of taking their time. Still got 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Well, they're going to take a timeout if they don't get lined up, and they did.
And it's going to be a timeout on the field. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more. ICC leads at 48-21 in the closing moments of the fourth quarter.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of that timeout. ICC leading this one 48-21. They'll have it first and goal to go from the 10-yard line after a nice run there by Eric Watts. Well, guys, we talked about it. Coach Cannon said take care of business early, play solid defense, and create opportunities through that defense to have short fields. And that's what they did in the first half, able to put this thing away, and they've been strong here in the second half as well.
Adam, we played a solid game. You're exactly right. Fundamental football, offensively and defensively.
So Smith, your quarterback, is going to hand off to Brooks in the backfield, makes one man miss, able to get back near the line of scrimmage before being tripped up there. And so it'll be second and goal to go as there's a player down for Delta. As injury timeout on the field, we'll take the injury timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back out of that injury timeout. The young man from Delta able to walk off on his own power there. Good to see across the way as ICC now will have it second and goal from the 10. Give us to Brooks once again, and there are the Trojans in the backfield And again, guys, it's just one of those situations. Delta knows what ICC is going to do, pretty much just flying off the corners and getting after the running back.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, ICC's playing a game here where they're not trying to, run up the scoreboard, if you want to call it that, and they are just being very respectful about this. They're getting their guys their playing time in there, but they're also trying to melt this clock down, and they're doing that each drive here and each play. So, again, that's very respectful for Etowah.
So Indians waiting as now Smith looking to throw here, and Delta comes up, puts some pressure, breaks the tackle, trying to get to the outside. He gets in the end zone.
Got it.
Touchdown, Indians.
So now you're going to add a rushing touchdown to Smith's
2 touchdowns. You're right. He said 3 touchdowns today, 2 by the air, 1 rushing.
That's right.
An 11-yard touchdown run there for Smith. And ICC now leads this one 54-21. It's been the Smith show today, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it really has. And, of course, again, Red Parker did an excellent job of hitting Smith on those passes that we were seeing in the first half. So those yards and the touchdowns that he was able to obtain, they're a great job, too, by Red Parker in those throws.
And the kick is up on the extra point. It is good, and ICC now leads it 55-21. Take another timeout and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni. Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah!
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leads this one 55-21 here in the fourth quarter over Mississippi Delta. 11-yard touchdown run by Smith. And the extra point was good. And so getting ready for this First American National Bank kickoff. Once again here from the Delta. And this kick is deep and into the end zone. And it come back out at the touchback. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. Guys, how much time left? I can't see the clock.
We have 13 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. I'm just kidding.
I'm about to throw you out that window.
2 minutes, 44 seconds.
I wish folks at home could have saw our broadcast.
We both stared at Brad.
The look that Jim and I gave Brad.
We didn't want to tell him he's lying.
I was,
but I didn't know what to say.
I just didn't want to get us an FCC fine for what was about to come out of my mouth. After
Nice.
So 55-21 is the score. 3 days according to Brad until this one's final. As Delta will have it now.
That's your Terrence S'mores, the quarterback, I believe.
Handoff is in the backfield, and a nice run there on 1st down.
Whoa. Good blocking downfield there by Delta.
Yeah, you got to be careful. That's how you get guys hurt that deep after the play. So if it happens one more time, you feel like the referee's going to be like, all right, we got to put a stop to this. So gain of 6 on that previous run brings up 2nd down and 4. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. The Indians ready for it, and they make the stop in the backfield. Will Bunch said he gave you the same look as well, Brad.
I just want to see if y'all were paying attention.
We always pay attention to you, Brad.
I don't think so.
Well, we try to every now and then.
So no gain on the play brings up a 3rd down and 4 situation here for Delta.
Clock is running.
And Delta's going to keep it on the ground one more time. Indians ready for it, but a nice job slipping off some tackles. Getting to the outside, looking for a block. Gets it. Going to be a foot race out to the 45, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, I've been very impressed by Davian Little, a freshman running back out of Terry High School, has looked sharp this afternoon in very limited carries.
You're right, Adam. They're still hustling out there, and they're trying to put some points on the board here, Brad, before the game ends.
So 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. They keep it on the ground one more time, and it's going to be stumbled forward out to about the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 39, so a gain of 5 on the play, as that was a give to number 44, Emory James.
And running this hurry-up offense, low snap.
And smart play by the quarterback just to fall on the football, got it back, and didn't try to do anything fancy, just fell to the ground in a loss of about 3 on the play. So it'll be a 3rd down and 8 situation now here for the Trojans.
3rd and 8, and we are we are fixing to go under a minute as of now.
So Delta looking to the sideline, gets the play call with 15 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 8, man in motion. Quarterback looking to go downfield, zips it across the middle, batted away. Nicely done that time, as that was number 27, Brandon Fairley of ICC, slapping that one away. Pass falls incomplete. Going to bring him a 4th down and 8 situation now here for the Trojans.
Yeah, good job there by dropping back in coverage and was able to get a hand on it. It was thrown behind him, but able to get a hand on it and did stop the clock with 45 seconds left, so it's 4th and 8. Delta will be going for it, obviously.
So they will be going for it, as Brad mentioned here, on 4th down. 4th down and 8. Plenty of time to throw as ICC doesn't really bring a lot of pressure. Has a man wide open and, just in and out of his hands. And, guys, you got to think maybe the sun played a little factor into that one as he looked back into the sun trying to climb the ladder to get that one, as Triplett drops that one. And it'll be a turnover on downs back to ICC.
Yeah, that was a good pass right there. He had time in the back when he dropped back, was able to load up and throw. Guy was wide open, and kind of like that pass you were talking about. I guess it was to Smith in the first one ever. He was so wide open, it was
kind of panic.
Yeah, you got to catch that one, and it just wasn't able to bring it in.
And so it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Indians. Final moments of this one here.
Victory formation.
Yeah, take a knee.
And Smith will take the knee here. And that should do it, as ICC will pick up the 55-21 win here on the road at Delta. And, guys, that's what the Indians needed. A lot of good execution, solid quarterback play out of Parker to start the game. Defense looked sharp today, and hopefully that can carry some momentum into homecoming of our own next week against Holmes.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We don't know, Mr. Ingram, where Green will be, as far as his injury status next week. We do have a big game with Holmes coming in, another North Division rival coming in for homecoming to our place. And so this was a great opportunity for Red Parker to get in there and get some good reps under his belt and some confidence with this offense.
No doubt about it. And a good overall win for the Indians, offensively, defensively, special teams. Good job by our coaches, everyone associated with the program. Congratulations to the ICC Indians on this win, 55-21.
As Jim mentioned, ICC wins it by the final score of 55-21 here at Mississippi Delta. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report here from Moorhead right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Pizza. Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza?
Again!
Harder, readier! Let's go!
Pizza.
Pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza!
Come on!
Pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Welcome back to the Renaissance Bank post-game report. ICC wins it by the final score of 55-21. Whether you're opening a checking account, starting a business, or looking to expand your current business, Renaissance Bank has the tools to set you up for success. Visit RenaissanceBank.com to learn more. Guys, big win here for the Indians. As we said, they take care of business, 55-21 in this one. Just your thoughts looking back over the game, Mr. Jim.
Adam, you know, every game in the North Division is a big win, especially on the road. We came here to Delta at their homecoming. Great crowd, great atmosphere. We appreciate the fine people at Delta, but we found a way to stay focused. A complete game by our offense and defense. Brad, I thought we played very well. We bounced back from the loss last week to Northwest. We needed to win this game, but it's a good division win on the road. Congratulations to the Indians.
Yeah, I agree. Congratulations. Some of the things we talked about from the beginning, at the beginning of the game, I hope and I really feel like there was some confidence that was built during this game. It's like they were able to find a if you want to call it a rhythm, they were gelling together more. You know, Red Parker got some good snaps, quality snaps there that I was proud to see. And then, of course, that defense, after they gave up that opening drive touchdown for Delta, I really liked what I saw after that. And then, of course, even carrying on even further as the game went on, it was just like, there was enthusiasm. They were just flying to the ball. I mean, they were laying hits. And so, again, very impressed with what I saw. And hopefully they're going to take now this confidence that they've gained, this gel, what they're working together with now, and build on it and use it for next week in a big game with Holmes as our homecoming.
No doubt about it. You know, we'll talk about it later. I guess Adam will come up with a player of the game. There's several that we can talk about, but I have somebody in mind. I think all three of us on the same page.
Well, go ahead and talk about it now.
I think it's Smith.
Why would you think that?
Well, I mean, 3 touchdowns. We know he had over 100 yards. Receiving, 2 touchdowns, 1 running, and then he got to play quarterback. He had to play quarterback. So what a great job that he did.
Absolutely, as we welcome Coach Sean Cannon into the ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth. The Indians victorious this afternoon, 55-21 over Delta. And, Coach, that's what we were just talking about. Smith, outstanding game today, really helped your offense set the tone early.
Yeah, you know, Duke Carson was out again, and, you know, kind of had to have a backup just in case. You know, Red's banged up, and, you know, Zaire played quarterback in high school, and we worked him a little bit there. And, you know, he's an all-around good football player. You know, he's got a great future. He keeps his head on straight. He could really do some special things with this football, but, you know, he did a great job.
Well, Coach, listen to your pregame show. You said one thing that you wanted to do with defensively was to make some stops, set your offense up with some short fields. You were able to establish that early. That kind of got you the rhythm you've been looking for and really helped be a key to today's win.
Well, you know, the thing that I challenged the kids all week, I said we cannot get off the bus and sleepwalk. You know, leaving as early as we had to. Routine's different. You know, you eating at 10:30 instead of normal 2:30, and you're basically playing before you even the time that you practice. Look, I told them at halftime, guys, you can't do anything in this life. Whatever your chosen field of work, whatever your hobbies are, you cannot not have passion. And that's what happened. They drove it down. We had zero passion the first drive on defense. Then we got some stops, you know, and made some plays. We capitalized, and then we turn it over, and we stop them again, and we get a turnover. And so, you know, you never like that to, you know, have that situation happen. But I'm just proud of our kids of putting the game away. Well, I wish we hadn't give up the 21 points. That about killed me right there.
Well, Coach, let's say this. It's still a North Division game.
Yes.
On the road, they're homecoming. And, you know, we talked about the confidence factor here in pregame. And like you said, they scored in the first 2 minutes, but we bounced back and got the next 24 points. We settled down and played football.
Yeah, we did. And, you know, we this is week 5, and we're about to get into week 6. We still got to get some guys to come along. I mean, it's like we're begging and pleading with guys. You got to come on. You know, we play the same kids a lot of times because, you know, we got to get these young guys that's been around. Now they're a sophomore. You know, freshman, now you're a sophomore. And we still got to get some guys, you know, that can give us some quality reps, you know. But, look, we were missing 3 DBs today. You know, Steen and Taylor, you know, injured. And, man, we're trying to piece together. But, you know, you're the next man up, and that's got to be the mentality they got to understand. I'm the next man up, and I'm coming in to get some reps. And I was proud of Jermaine Ray coming here, and he got him a pick. And then Phil, I've been telling my linebackers since we started camp, whoever gets a pick in a game, I'm going to carry you to eat somewhere. I said, now we might be going to the cafeteria to eat. I said, I'm carrying you somewhere. And the first thing when Phil picked it off, he looked right at me, Coach, we're going to eat. So I guess I got to ante up on my dinner.
Well, and build on that, Coach, a minute, because that I saw. Of course, we know the first drive, and they scored. We get that. I'm taking it past that. Even in the second half, though, I saw a passion in that defense. I'm talking about they were flying to the ball more than what I've really seen all year with them. They were flying to the ball. They were making some hits. They were getting in there, and they were putting themselves in possession in that zone coverage that you had. They were getting the interceptions. Again, what happened at half that brought that group back out to where you were able – and, hey, I mean, I'm seeing a different defense.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I just told them. I said, look, guys, I said, you got to have a killer mindset, you know, of an attacking, here we go, let's go get them. I said, look how good you can be when you play at that level, at that the second half against Gulf Coast, the second half against Northeast. I said, in this, you know, spurts in this game, a little bit long, but how good we can be if we'll just let it go, you know. And I don't know necessarily, I just told myself, find the passion, whatever's, you know, and play football that way, because you can't play football flat. You know, I don't care what position you are, you can't play flat. And, you know, I'm here, so I think we didn't punt it all half, you know, like, you know, and then here we go, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, good things happen for us, and give Delta credit. They, good, talented team, you know, and look, they had always played good at home. You go back and look at their Colin score, it was 7-3, like 12 minutes ago in the second quarter. And I knew this was going – they always play good at home. They've always played good at home. And I knew if we could just ever get up, that would give us that spark that hopefully they would hopefully lay down, and we could wrap this thing up. But you can't let a team just get any confidence because they're going to think they can play, and then all of a sudden here they go. Their confidence level goes up. But, you know, I'm just glad some guys come in and we shut the door on them and, you know, got a good win.
Coach, we talked about, you know, you had some injuries in the secondary, but what we also noticed during the game, your front seven, you rotated a new front seven in, developing some depth. Those 3 defensive linemen playing 8 linebackers, so hopefully you're developing some depth there.
Told them, I say, every series we're swapping. Don't care the scenario, whatever's going on. You get up, we're going into play. Because, look, you know, we leave Fulton this morning, and we got guys running over there like it's 22 below, you know. And I said, look, we're going to get down here, y'all, and it's going to be hot. You know, I knew, you know, lived in this area for 10 years. I knew the temperature was going to be where it was. And so, you know, I felt it was important to play a lot of guys. And then at the end of the game there, you know, I'm just telling Coach Cook, let's run it and burn some clock, and if we got to punt it, fine. We're playing good enough. And the thing about Delta, look, they come out throwing the football like – they had been the tight ends, the things they ran the last few series, that was what they had made their living on. That was the most thing they have done, and all of a sudden they're back and they're throwing it all over, and it's something you got to get used to and the speed of it. But I was proud of our kids, you know, settling down and making some plays.
Now, I mentioned something, Coach, at the beginning of the game, and that was about confidence, and that's kind of where I had talked about the team developing a confidence in themselves and their abilities of what they could do out there. I saw a team today, it seemed like they developed confidence in themselves, in the game plan that y'all put forth out there, that y'all work on every week, and they were able to take it onto the field. Do you feel like that's what happened today?
Yeah, you know, and that's the challenge every week, Dr. Boggs, is like we want them to go out there and play with confidence, you know, and there's certain things that happen in a ball game that confidence level gets shot a little bit. You know, you get down and it's like, do we have the ability to come back? But when you work hard and you make the breaks yourself, then good things are going to happen, and that's what's going to make you become a better football team. You know, just like the win here. I said, guys, y'all put a smile on your face. It's like, oh, yeah, we're right. I'm motivating. I say we're making our chicken run tonight after the game. We're coming through and getting our Popeyes. And I said, hey, man, that's a good thing. Let's get our chicken. Let's get home before the sun comes down. Let's have a great weekend. And I'm so glad that we had this opportunity to come down, and I'm proud of our kids getting a win. Look, we played some really good football teams over the last few weeks, and it was good. And that's what I told us, guys, if this team will ever figure out started the game and let's get it going, I said we can be unstoppable, if we'll play with the passion, But that was my biggest worry all week was the early morning trip, get off the bus, we're still sleepwalking, whatever, and that was, I said, guys, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. And so, we did, and I was proud of us at fighting adversity and coming back and getting a big win.
Well, the Indians woke up and found that passion to the tune of a 55-21 win here at homecoming at Delta. Well, Coach, you turn around, get ready for a homecoming of your own next week. Got Holmes coming into town, a much improved home team. Just talk about first enjoying the win, but getting ready for homecoming next week.
Yep, they never stop. We enjoy it going home, and we watched a couple movies coming down, and we'll enjoy it going back. But then it's back to work on Friday as coaches and getting our game plans ready, and then starting back again on Sunday. It seems like it was 3 months ago we played Jones, and here we are. It's just like I tell them, once you start here, that you're going to look up, and it's like, man, where did the season go? And that's the thing I always tell them, time is our enemy. That's the thing the only thing we're all given is that opportunity to prepare, and, we got to get some guys back healthy. We lost a few for the year already, and we got to get some guys back healthy, but we've shown if we can get all of our guys together and be on the same time and on the same page, we're pretty dang good. But it's just been the injury here, and this guy comes out here and back and forth, and it's just, But I think the kids believe in each other. That's one thing. Tonight they were hard on each other, or today they were hard on each other than, probably a coach would. Getting on them about this and that. And so. As Bob Walker used to say, keep fighting a good fight, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. We're going to take one more timeout, wrap things up here in the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC 55-21 winners over Delta. Back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back one final time here in the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We're inside the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you want to contribute to Itawamba Community College, you can do so by visiting iccms.edu/foundation. Or if you'd like to contribute to the ICC football team, you can do so by joining the Indian Club, iccms.edu/Indians. Indian Club. You can select the sport. You'll see football or sports information there, and you can donate any amount you would like as well. Well, guys, we got a few little chores to keep up with here at the end, one of those being selecting our star of the game. The star of the game being brought to you by Samstown Market. They are your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products located at Highway 371 North, right in the heart of Manatee. Stop by, see Sam and the rest of the crew there at Samstown Market today in Manatee. I'll be hitting him up this weekend. He's got a great specials going on with some of his steaks out there. I ain't got a Notre Dame game, so I'm going to enjoy my weekend.
Sounds good.
Guys, your Samstown Market stars of the game.
Well, let's say this, Adam. It's a team victory. You like to give it to everybody on the team, but I'm going to go with Zaria Smith. Zaria Smith had over 100 yards receiving. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. He played quarterback as our third-team quarterback, had a touchdown on the ground. I think he played magnificently. I got to give it to Zaria Smith. What about you, Dr. Boggs?
Well, I'd love to, and I do think that Smith was definitely stood out in this game with what all he did and accomplished, playing 2 different positions, and then of course scoring the touchdowns. But my heart, of course, I'm a defensive-minded individual, and when I coached, that was defense, and I just got to go to that defense, and then the passion and the aggression that they showed out there, and then making these interceptions, making those big hits, flying to the ball. I loved it. And that defense effort that I saw and able to stop after that first drive. Now, again, I know they had some more points were added, but that defensive effort, I'm going with that and how they were able to gel together and come together as a group.
And those are your Samstown Market stars of the game through the eyes of Mr. Jim and Dr. Boggs. Well, guys, we've got Holmes coming to town next week. Homecoming also as well, going to be an exciting week. We do encourage you to follow Itawamba CC on social media to find out about some of those events, as well as Let's Go ICC. Hopefully that was not Raphael falling down the ladder behind us. But, guys, just think about taking that momentum into next week against Holmes and making it 2 in a row, hopefully, for the Indians, as today's team looks sharp.
Yeah, next week, big week for Itawamba. Of course, Holmes coming to town. As we've mentioned, another North Division rival coming in. Need another North Division win. But for all you folks that are listening, Mr. Ingham, a lot of big things happening.
A lot of activities
next week.
Yes, sir.
And the people that we are so duly honoring next week and need to be honored at Itawamba. I mean, we've talked about it, even Coach Nancy Gray, the courts that we're honoring there, Coach Ball from the Fitness Center, Donnie Bell, all of these folks, Coach Cooper coming in as far as Athletic Hall of Fame. Again,
Dick White, David Duke, yes.
David Duke, our alumnus of the year, and another Athletic Hall of Fame. A lot of great stuff going to be happening at Itawamba. So, yeah, we got a football game. We do. Got a great football game that's going to take place. But we've also got a lot of other things that's going to be happening at Itawamba, a lot of pride going around, and love for people to come out and join us.
Brad, you're right. We need you to come out and support these individuals we just talked about because it's a special day. Yes, we want you to stay for the football game, but come for the entire day. Should be a fun day next Thursday.
Yep, show up on campus around 2:30 and just make your plans to stick around and stay as ICC will host Holmes for homecoming. That'll be a 6:30 First American National Bank opening kick, a 6 o'clock Davis Ford pregame show. And, guys, we're about 20 minutes from the start of our original Davis Ford pregame show. You want to stick around and
just hang out
let's
here.
do another one. ICC wins it by the final score of 55-21. We thank you for tuning in here, and a special thanks to those that are listening on 95.9 FM, Mix 95 back in Tupelo. We'll see you next week back here on the Red Channel as well as Super Talk Mississippi. Indians win it 55-21 at Delta. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.